What is up, guys? Dashing here and live we are for day 2 of Ascendance 12. My fine feathered friends, so glad to have y'all back for what is going to be another great day of action. Of course, day 1 of Ascendance 12 was insane from top to bottom. And to think after this, we still have a whole nother day. Day 3 next weekend, but, well, that's next weekend. We're right here, locked and loaded for today, and we are kicking things off with the first annual Women's Gauntlet Eliminator match, where the winner will receive a future shot at the Women's World Championship. You saw the rules flash up on the screen there a moment ago. If you missed it, though, the rules are fairly simple. 2 women will start. We see that Quinn Bell will be one of them. Every so often, another superstar will enter. We know that there's going to be 8 women in total in this matchup. We don't know who all 8 of them are. A couple of mystery competitors in there, we'll find out. But once all 8 women have entered, it becomes last woman standing. You can be eliminated by either pin or submission. And whoever indeed is that last woman standing, again, gets a future shot at the CMV Women's World Championship. And we see who's going to be getting things started with Quinn Bell. It is the, well, perhaps the dark horse of this Gauntlet Eliminator, Hannah Bennett, who only made her CMV debut, guys, a little over a month ago, but has already gone a long way making a name for herself. Beat Amber Reed in her debut, yes, by countout, but even still, you know, a lot of people would say that's a legit way to win. Just ask the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews. But has also found herself becoming fast friends with Ashley Rain. You know, I'd have to imagine Hannah Bennett worried about the current condition of Rain after what transpired, well, during day 1 of Ascendance 12. Ashley Riot, in my opinion, going way too far. And, well, we're still waiting to get an update on the exact condition of Ashley Rain. She is still in the hospital. But Hannah Bennett sadly can't afford to be worrying about Ashley Rain. Not right here, not right now. As we get things started, well, a bit of a clash here between the past and perhaps the future, as Quinn Bell and Hannah Bennett get things started in our Gauntlet Eliminator. And guys, get this. This is Quinn Bell's first Ascendance match since Ascendance 4, where, of course, she won the Vixens Championship. And now looking to earn a future shot at the Women's World Championship. We know that, of course, next weekend, third and final day of Ascendance 12, Quinn Bell's ally, Celestia, the Queen of the Ring, will be challenging Beatrice Lotus for that Women's World Championship. We also know that the current Rising Star champion, Gianna, is going to be in this matchup, guys. And no countouts or disqualifications either, as we see Quinn Bell produce a trash can. That trash can's getting a whole lot of use here at Ascendance, huh? As I was saying, though, Gianna potentially, if she enters soon enough, might see her and Quinn Bell attempt to maybe work together here to thin the herd. As now Hannah Bennett back into the ring. She's going for that trash can. To the outside, Quinn Bell going right after Bennett. Another Luthez, and more right hands raining down on Bennett. Well, you've got truly a great show to look forward to. How about our main event here, guys, on day 2? Troy Call challenging John Littler for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. And here we go, our third entrant in the Women's Gauntlet Eliminator. Let's find out who it's going to be as Bennett drags Quinn Bell over towards the ring, slams her face first off the apron there. This is also Falls Count Anywhere. As you can see, our referee in position in case there is a pinfall. Guys, it's Sequence. Third superstar out here, and the Women's Gauntlet Eliminator is Sequence, who kicks things off by blowing a kiss to Hannah Bennett. Claps them temples. Bennett with a oh, holy cow, last chancery. A last chancery applied. Sequence, her night might be over already. No, able to escape. As Quinn Bell calls both women losers. Not gonna win by trash talking here though. Troy Colt-esque super kick there from Quinn Bell. Also to look forward to here today, my friends, we've got Joseph Santos looking to run the gauntlet as he takes on the arsenal of Tailcoat Val. Not to mention a huge fatal four-way tornado tag team matchup for the Octane Tag Team Championship. The champs, Amity, undoubtedly going to have their hands full. Coming up next after this, of course, we've got my good friend Chris Diamond one-on-one with his former protege, the dastardly Leon Valente. But wait a minute, guys, look at this. Quinn Bell, face breaker on the floor. Sequence just can't catch a break coming into this matchup. But who's going to be number 4? Entering the Women's Gauntlet Eliminator. Who is it? What the hell? Wait a minute, who is... hang on, I think I know who that is. That's Tia Blackheart. Tia Blackheart is here at Ascendance 12, entering the Women's Gauntlet Eliminator. While we knew that there were going to be a couple of surprise competitors in this match, Tia Blackheart apparently is one of them. Making her first ever appearance here in CMV. What a way to do it. The biggest show in CMV history. Kirkcalm, Poland, for a shot at the Women's World Championship, no less. As she goes right after Hannah Bennett. Out onto the ropes and wasting no time picking up that trash can, but Quinn Bell looks to get in her way and pays for it. Straight jacket neck breaker to the Rebel Queen, but that veteran instinct kicks in, rolling out of the ring to avoid being pinned, but that's not going to be a safe space for Quinn Bell. Blackheart attempts a forearm smash to the outside, but Quinn Bell able to avoid it. Blackheart with a shot to the midsection. Nice counter though. In comes Hannah Bennett as well. We are wasting no time in this Women's Gauntlet Eliminator. Who is coming out next? Number 5. Oh, sequence, guys. Double underhook here. Could it be a Dante Driller? It's Gianna. It's the current Rising Star champion, Gianna. And now we're going to find out whether she and Quinn Bell might try to work together. Looks like Gianna is attempting to help out Quinn Bell, going after Blackheart here. Quinn Bell's back in the ring now. Brainbuster on the floor. But we got a pin in the ring. Quinn Bell almost the first one taken out here. Hannah Bennett bashing Quinn Bell's face off the bottom of that steel trash can. No eliminations yet. And we still have 3 more women to enter. Death Valley Bob, guys. This is vintage Quinn Bell in the ring. Might have Hannah Bennett done for. 1, 2. Very, very close right there. Hannah Bennett hangs in there, but perhaps not for much longer as Tia Blackheart with a swinging neckbreaker on the floor. Sequence, meanwhile, throwing Quinn Bell off to the side. Blackheart sizing up the competition here. Quinn Bell back into that ring. And who's coming out next? Number 6. A shot at the Women's World Championship on the line. Quinn Bell's got a baseball bat. And it is Jasmine Crossings of the Unholy Alliance. Jasmine Crossings repping the Unholy Alliance. Ascendance 12 has not gone so well for the Unholy Alliance thus far. Alvarez was unable to win the Slick Beat Memorial Battle Royal. And of course, Hunter Quinn losing Alaric. Jasmine Crossings catching a box flex instantly. Very nearly eliminated. As Quinn Bell now gets dropped across that top rope. Well, obviously, the alliance between Gianna and Quinn Bell we've seen take shape over this past month or so with Celestia not being upheld here in this one. Not when there's a shot at the Women's World Championship on the line. Still a good chance for the Unholy Alliance, though, to come out of Ascendance 12. In good shape if Jasmine Crossings can earn a future Women's World Championship action. We know that Jeremy Barmore and Bloody Justice are part of that Fatal 4-Way Tornado Tag Team match for the Octane Tag Team Championship later tonight. And guys, this is going to be number 7 as we get another Faith Breaker from Quinn Bell. 2 sequence, this time in the ring. And oh yeah, it is Amira Aiden who is immediately targeted by Gianna. I think Gianna has a flip-flop. I don't know why in the world there would be a flip-flop underneath the ring, but our Rising Star champion just put it to use, welcoming Amira Aiden to this matchup, guys. So that means we just have one woman left to enter, number 8. And of course, in a matchup like this, to enter last, a huge opportunity to come in nice and fresh. Tia Blackheart, holy shit, with a suicide dive, just took down Sequence. Referee's got to get in a position, took too long though. Otherwise, that may have been an elimination right there. It's Quinn Bell and Hannah Bennett who got things started in this women's gauntlet eliminator. Bennett, a very close 2 count right there. Amira Aiden, who's really been waiting for an opportunity to show the CM Universe what she's worth. We got a glimpse of it in that Lions Den match she had with RBW back at Ferocity. Picking up the steel trash can. Tia Blackheart's got a kendo stick that she's put into use. And is back in the ring. Hannah Bennett, double knees to the gut of Quinn Bell. One woman left to enter. Who is it gonna be? No eliminations yet. And even though Beatrice Lotus prepares to defend her Women's World Championship against Celestia next weekend at Day 3, you know she's got to be watching this one. If she retains against Celestia, her next challenger gonna be one of these 7 women here. The 8th still to enter. Quinn Bell has applied that crossface, but Amira Aiden, who's got a very extensive MMA background, able to escape that submission before being forced to tap out. Someone has brought a table out. I didn't even see who that was. Quinn Bell picking up that baseball bat as Hannah Bennett goes after Amira Aiden. Gianna taking a nap at ringside. She's out cold, it looks like. Quinn Bell swinging that baseball bat. Sequence, I think, is pinning Tia Blackheart. But again, the referee has to get in a position and taking too long. Not even a 1 count there. Now it's Sequence who's got that. Oh my God, just threw the baseball bat at Jasmine Crossings. Oh, and then a steel chair from Gianna. God damn, Crossings. Get her behind lit up as Sequence nails a gorgeous right-off, and Gianna's gone. Gianna's eliminated. We have our first elimination. Gianna taken out by Sequence. And Quinn Bell might be joining her. Tia Blackheart just dropped Quinn Bell head first on the floor. But a kick out by the former Vixens champion. Bennett bomb to Amira Aiden. And wow. 2.999. Tia Blackheart. Double underhook DDT to crossings. Doesn't try to go for the pin though, as instead she picks up a steel chair and goes after Sequence. Obviously a mistake as she gets taken down. Sequence looking for her second elimination. Where's the final entrant? Number 8. Taking their time coming out here. Hook of the leg by Hannah Bennett. And there goes Amira Aiden. Hannah Bennett scores an elimination. And the young Amira Aiden has to hit the showers now as Blackheart tries to eliminate Quinn Bell to no avail. So Gianna, oh, Bennett bomb to crossings on the floor. 1, 2, kick out. Nice counter by Blackheart. I think Quinn Bell was trying for the box flex. 2.999. Gianna and Amira Aiden have been eliminated. We are still waiting on the 8th and final entrant here. As Quinn Bell hits a gorgeous unpretty her Hannah Bennett at the last millisecond, keeping herself in this matchup. Tia Blackheart looks like going after Sequence here as Quinn Bell with that crossface chicken wing has just eliminated Jasmine Crossings. And here we go. Finally, our 8th and final competitor arrives. Who's it gonna be? Oh my God! Oh my God, is that who I think it is? Yes! Yes! That's Danielle Davis! Danielle Davis is back! The former Women's World Champion! Who we have not seen in years, might be immediately eliminated. Can you imagine? Tia Blackheart! Holy shit. Tia Blackheart doesn't give a goddamn who Danielle Davis is, I guess. Fix in to take her out of here real quick, but no such luck. Danielle Davis we have not seen in CMV in a dog's age. Oh my God, now caught with a bot flex. Everybody trying to take Davis out of here. 1, 2, but kicks out. Multi-time Women's World Champion. The first woman to ever headline a special event. Did it against Joy Justice at Battle Scars for the Women's World Championship. And here's our final 5, guys. One of these women earns a future shot at the World Championship. Quinn Bell and Hannah Bennett, who started at 1 and 2, still in there. You got Sequence, Tia Blackheart making her CMV debut, and Danielle Davis making her return to CMV. As Sequence with a package pile driver there to Tia Blackheart, but evidently it's not done. However, Danielle Davis distracting her. Lucky for Blackheart there. Blackheart's picking up that trash can, but I guess decides never mind. As Danielle Davis coming up, of course, through NGW. So many amazing battles with the likes of Joy Justice with Ashley Rain. Oh, Sequence with the elevator has just eliminated Hannah Bennett. And now Danielle Davis in trouble too. No, kick out. Hannah Bennett, what a performance by her in this match. But she has been eliminated. We are down to 4. Quinn Bell, Sequence, Tia Blackheart, and Danielle Davis. Sequence gonna throw Quinn Bell over towards the steel steps, then a nice takedown. Looks to eliminate Blackheart. What an arrival by Tia Blackheart. But she's not done yet. Quinn Bell's just waiting for someone with that trash can in her hands. Sequence, man, is going hard in this matchup. Quinn Bell, who eliminated Jasmine Crossings with a cross-face chicken wing. Not often you see Quinn Bell get a submission like that, but Danielle Davis, double knee face breaker to Sequence, hooks the leg for the kick out. Quinn Bell just got drilled by Tia Blackheart. Davis though, gonna follow up, throwing Quinn Bell head first into the steel post, turns around, Blackheart waiting for her, double underhook DDT on the floor, as holy shit, Sequence with an elbow. Davis is gone. Tia Blackheart has just eliminated Danielle Davis. And then there were three. DDT into the pin. Sequence scrambles. 1, 2. Kicked out by the Rebel Queen, but Tia Blackheart there lying in wait. Blackheart reigning on the parade. The grand return of Danielle Davis as she looks to make her mark here in her debut. Fisherman's driver. Don't forget about Quinn Bell though. German. The Rebel Queen is in trouble. Tia Blackheart, who could potentially earn a shot at the Women's World Championship in her CMV debut. Quinn Bell gonna try to take her for a walk. Sequence with the right idea right here. Chilling at ringside, letting these two beat the hell out of each other while she recuperates. Sequence has really been the MVP of this matchup in my opinion. What a star-making performance for her. But Tia Blackheart as well, I am impressed. Straight jacket, neck breaker to Quinn Bell. Sequence just taking her time, man. She's in no rush to get back into that ring. Blackheart might have Quinn Bell dead to rights. No, a kick out. Sequence just rearranging the ringside area. Big Troy Colt super kick. Sequence won't stay down though. Now it's Blackheart who drops to the outside. Sequence gonna join her. Quinn Bell contemplating what she wants to do next here. Can't waste too much time though. Gonna call both Tia Blackheart and Sequence losers. I don't know if I'd say that, but caught with a spear. She came around the corner of the ring. Tia Blackheart starting to stir. A Women's World Championship opportunity on the line. Quinn Bell, Tia Blackheart, and Sequence. The three remaining competitors here in this Women's Gauntlet Eliminator. There's Quinn Bell again sent head first into the steel post. Reverse DDT by Sequence to Tia Blackheart as now Sequence targets Quinn Bell. Kick to the midsection. Wait a minute. Looking for that package. Pile driver! Quinn Bell is taking so many nasty headshots in this match. Sequence ignoring Blackheart. Blackheart not to be ignored. I don't know why Blackheart is doing this though. Should have let Sequence try and take out Quinn Bell, but Blackheart with that waistlock lariat might have Sequence done. No. Quinn Bell telling Tia Blackheart, kiss my ass. Blackheart not interested in the offer, it would seem. Sequence keeping a distance. Oh, here we go with the Polish announce table again. We had to repair it about 20 times during day one of Ascendance 12. Pinfall attempt by Quinn Bell. She's not done though. The Rebel Queen thinking about what she wants to do here with Tia Blackheart. Can't think for too long. Taken for a ride. Electric chair. Oh, damn! Bit of a Queen's suplex. Apropos. Elevator! 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 No! Quinn Bell counters. The Rebel Queen with the wherewithal. Tia Blackheart gets involved. What the fuck was that? Tia Blackheart with something I don't think I've ever seen before. And then a double boot stomp. The cave-in. And Sequence is eliminated. We are down to the final two. The debuting Tia Blackheart and CMV legend Quinn Bell. Death Valley Bomb. The Rebel Queen, can she do it? 1, 2. No, Blackheart. Able to kick out, but guys, Quinn Bell gets back into the ring. Picking up that trash can. Blackheart isn't backing down. Coming straight after the Rebel Queen. Gonna try to maybe drag her over to the corner, but Blackheart instead with some elbows to the midsection. What an arrival here in CMV by Tia Blackheart. Even if she's not able to win at this point, to make it to the final two. What is Quinn Bell thinking here? Maybe she was going to try to go for the steel steps or the table, but Tia Blackheart getting back to her feet quicker than Quinn Bell anticipated, and now a Hurricane Rana spiking Quinn Bell. Again, so much damage done to Quinn Bell's head throughout this match. Tia Blackheart, who in her debut could earn a future Women's World Championship match. Rapid kicks to the face. Blackheart goes for the trash can. Right over the back of Quinn Bell. Trying to find safety here in the corner. Quinn Bell. What does she have left to give at this point? Blackheart, with a few well-placed elbows to the midsection, has her opening now. Super kick turns her around. Straight jacket. German suplex. Tia Blackheart now going to deliver some knees to the head. One following the other. Quinn Bell going to have to be checked for CTE after this matchup, I think. And look at Blackheart, knows that she's in control. What a monumentous occasion for this young woman, Tia Blackheart, debuting at Ascendance 12. And could she be next in line for a shot at the Women's World Championship? Look at this, taking her time. Brutalizing the Rebel Queen. Quinn Bell, repeated headbutts now. Blackheart, has she had enough? Springboard, leg drop! Beatrice Lotus wishes she could. Picks up that trash can and again, gonna try to throw it at the down Quinn Bell. Bell able to roll out of the way, but now caught with a swinging neck breaker. God, it is just all Blackheart right now. Picks up that trash can again, and this time Quinn Bell not able to avoid that shot with the trash can. 1, 2, 3, and Tia Blackheart! Tia Blackheart! Here at Ascendance 12, in her debut, has just earned a Women's World Championship match. Unbelievable. In a matchup that featured the return of Danielle Davis, Tia Blackheart making an impact instantaneously, putting that women's division and whomever leaves day 3 as Women's World Champion, whether it be Celestia or whether it be Beatrice Lotus, on notice. Well, my friends, the night is just getting started here at Ascendance 12. And coming up next, oh my God, look at this man. Look at this gorgeous man. A man that I am so happy to call my best friend. The British baller, Chris Diamond, arrives here at Ascendance 12, ready to put that snot-nosed brat, Leon Valente, don't tell him I said that, in his place. After everything that man right there, Chris Diamond, did for Leon Valente, brought him into CMV, brought him under his wing, allowed him to join Aurelius, to learn from one of the greatest of all time, a former world champion. All for Valente to stab him in the back. And Valente would have you say that it was Chris Diamond who abandoned him, who chose Andre Rogers over him. You know what I say? That's a load of malarkey. Leon Valente acted like a brat, like a punk, ungrateful, and Diamond finally had enough. There's no room for that in Aurelius. Leon Valente wanted to give Chris Diamond an ultimatum, me or Andre Rogers. Diamond doesn't play that. And now Leon Valente thinks that he can stand on his own. I guess we'll find out right here at Ascendance 12. They had something good. Chris Diamond, Andre Rogers, Leon Valente representing Aurelius. But all because of Leon Valente's wounded ego. Couldn't coexist with Andre Rogers. Had to throw a tantrum, and now here we are. And I firmly believe Leon Valente will look back years from now and regret this. Especially after the ass-kicking Chris Diamond is about to hand him. The British baller, Leon Valente, here at Ascendance 12. And Diamond going right after his former protege, but able to reverse that DDT. And look, I'll take nothing away from Leon Valente as an in-ring competitor. This is a man who went undefeated for a full year, who still to this day has only been pinned a couple of times. As he brings Diamond over to the ropes, a former Anarchy champion in his own right. But the fact of the matter is, he's in that ring right now with a former undisputed heavyweight champion, former global champion, a man who has done just about all there is to do here in CMV. A future Hall of Famer, all right, Chris Diamond, the one and only, baby. As he drags Valente over to the ropes, quick elbow to the side of the head, though, by Valente. Diamond taught Valente just about virtually everything he knows. I mean, what can he even do here that Diamond won't see coming? That's the thing. And you gotta respect Chris Diamond leaving Andre Rogers in the back. He could have brought him out here, but Diamond wants to show Leon Valente that without Chris Diamond, without Aurelius, he's nothing. Diamond don't need no help from nobody. Off the ropes, quick drop down though by Leon Valente. Catches him with a swinging neck breaker. Diamond quickly tries to get back up, but Valente with an elbow to the top of the head. Elbow to the midsection by the British baller. Coming up next, guys, here at Ascendance 12 Day 2, Joseph Santos looks to run the gauntlet against the arsenal of Tailcoat Val. Santos' last stand here at Ascendance 12. Still to come as well our main event. Troy Culp challenging John Lipnick for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. All that and more as we see Leon Valente with an Irish whip. And again, this is just day 2. We still have a whole another day. Day 3, our third and final day, next weekend. Oh, as Diamond gets busted open. Now that's just vintage Diamond. He's really got to start wearing some Vaseline. And look at this punk. He really thinks he's all that, huh? All that in a bag of potato chips. But he's going to learn real fast that without Chris Diamond, he's nothing but another face here in CMV. Another young punk. Knee drop by Diamond. As Valente quickly rolls to the outside, Diamond soaking it all in. Over the top, the one and only, baby! Chris motherfucking Diamond! Get on your feet for that man! Big slap across the face. You can't say Valente doesn't deserve it. Diamond perhaps playing around just a little too much, and Valente makes him pay avoiding that knee drop. Back into the ring of Valente. Challenging Diamond to get back into the ring, and Diamond does. He ain't no pansy. Oh, tries to go low. Maybe grab that ankle. Diamond instead with a forearm smash again. He knows this man. He's taught him almost everything he knows. Now gotta hold the arm. Eat defeat. Overhand punch attempted. Diamond instead catching him with another hangman's neck breaker. Once more into the pin. Could the British Baller have it won right here? No, only a 1 count. There's that knee drop he was looking for. And now it's Diamond who mocks Leon Valente's super kick as he was trying to get back up. Diamond saying, stay the fuck down if you know what's good for you. Kick to the midsection though from Valente. Diamond. Irish whip sends him off the rope. Super kick again. Quickly escapes the outside. Valente knowing the trouble he's in here. Even he ain't dumb enough to think he actually is doing well so far in this matchup. Even he realizes the trouble that he's in. Oh, and after that arm, the last thing Diamond wants to allow Valente to do here is catch him with that triangle choke. One night stand, and now it's Diamond showing that veteran instinct, that expertise, knowing where he is and rolling to the outside. Elbows to the gut as Valente has himself an opening here. Can he make the most of it? Gut check! Double knees to the midsection. Diamond will not stay down though, able to block that kick. Fixing to take him for a walk with Valente instead of with some elbows to the midsection. Spins him around. Oh, elbow to the side of the head. Back and forth now. Now look, I've been saying throughout this matchup, Diamond knows Valente, what he brings to the table like the back of his hand. Taught him most of what he knows, but vice versa as well. Valente and Diamond trained together for months and months and months. Valente, well educated when it comes to the arsenal of Chris Diamond DDT. Both men are down, getting up at just about the same time. Diamond grabs Valente by the back of the head, but Valente has a few elbows to the midsection, lying in wait. Irish whip it, no. Diamond able to reverse super kick. I'm gonna quickly go for the pin, shoots the half. A lateral press here by the British Baller, gonna kick out. Didn't hook the leg. Got a little bit overzealous there. Now into the corner, Diamond. A cautious approach, Valente with a nasty shot, and the triangle choke! The triangle choke is locked in out of nowhere! Diamond, just like that, finds himself trapped. But will he tap? No, of course not. The damage done, though, to his arm. Still able to block that kick. Gives Valente a kick. Now Valente is bleeding. They're going shot for shot here at Ascendance 12. Diamond, though, beautiful side kick. Hoists him up into the corners where he wants him. And I think I know what comes next. Break your neck foundation. Uno, dos. But no tres. That's all right. That's all right, Chris Diamond. He ain't finished anyhow. He's still got a little something else from there, Valente. Able to reverse that Irish whip, though. Out onto the apron goes Chris Diamond. What is Valente doing here? I got it. A half Tarantula. Continuing to fixate on the arms of Diamond, and then a big boot. Gonna knock Diamond down to the outside. Valente joins him. I hate to say it, but if Valente is able to lock in that triangle choke again, guys, it might be game over. If Diamond doesn't want a broken arm, he's going to have to tap out. Diamond's going to make sure that does not happen, though. Back and forth here between these two at ringside, and a count of 3. Diamond, TKO! On the floor, and Diamond's going for the pin, but this is not false count anywhere. If it were, the match would be over. This is well over a 3 count, but unfortunately Diamond has to pin Valente in the ring. Diamond, count of 9, gets himself back into the ring. Letting everybody know he's A-okay, and of course, Valente has until 20. Can he get back up in time? Diamond gonna break the count as he sees Valente getting back up to his feet. Big elbow to the side of the head. Great combination, though, blocked there by Diamond. Brain buster, perhaps. Valente able to wiggle free, drops down behind the British Baller and throws him back into the ring. Valente soaking it all in. But that was a mistake! Break your neck foundation! A second time! 1, 2! $2.999, and now a frustrated Chris Diamond resorting to the Greco-Roman throat hold. But his anger perhaps getting the better of him as Valente, with a sort of reverse STO. What a matchup this has been. I'll give credit to Leon Valente, largely holding his own and showing some true grit here. There's no denying that. Valente very nearly cost himself by getting cocky. I don't think he's going to make that mistake again. Continuing is he to do damage to the arm, specifically the left arm of Chris Diamond. Can Diamond get him back into the ring? Elbows to the midsection by Valente. Gonna take him for a walk. Valente isn't beating around the bush here. He wants Diamond in the ring. He knows that's where he can beat him. He's looking to lock in that triangle choke. No, he's not. What is this? Oh! The rear naked! The rear naked is locked in! The rear naked choke is locked in! Diamond's caught! No! Diamond's out! Diamond's out! Diamond able to escape before it's too late, and now he's got a sleeper! He's got a sleeper locked in! Diamond gonna show how it's done, but a jawbreaker from Valente! Another gut check! Damage to the ribs! Valente gassing himself up! Got a hold of the arm. Picking at it. Bending back the fingers. Joint manipulation by Leon Valente. And these bloodthirsty fans, these psychos chanting for Valente to break Diamond's fingers. Forearm smash by Diamond. Has himself the chance now. Irish whip. Quickly drops him. And a kick to the chest. Just drops into the pin. A desperate Chris Diamond here, looking to win. Valente pulling himself out of the apron. Very nice wherewithal by Valente, able to dodge that drop kick too. Tries to go low, but Diamond stops him. In the corner now, he's got him. Kick to the midsection counter. Valente gonna put Diamond up top. What is he thinking here? Oh my God! Oh my God! An avalanche Samoan drop! Holy shit! Leon Valente! Saying it's time to go to sleep! The Kimura! The Kimura! The Kimura is locked in! Kimura locked in! Diamond taps! Diamond taps! Leon Valente. Look, I can't deny it. What a match. Chris Diamond gave it absolutely all he had. But all the credit into the world. All the credit in the world to that man. What a win. And it seems like Leon Valente indeed can stand on his own 2 feet. Here we go, the cage is down. This match begins. Florida Flatliner! Wait a minute! 1, 2, 3! Oh, shot! Are you kidding me?
It seemed simple, didn't it? Slay the monster and take your long-deserved turn at wearing the crown. Then you learned of your brother's sacrifice that made it all possible. A place by my side in exchange for your place in history. This is how you've chosen to repay him. But this time, there's no bargain he can strike to save you. At Ascendance, I will finish what was started years ago. At Ascendance, you will be crushed by my arsenal. Then after Ascendance, you will be born anew, in my image.
Ladies and gentlemen, I, am Jason Spade, and this is the Gauntlet match. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, here at Ascendance 12, and this man right here, the man in the hat, the biggest hat I've ever seen in my entire life, Joseph Santos, he knows exactly what he has to do tonight. He sits in a position that I myself sat in not too long ago, standing opposite the eyes of Tailcoat Valor, the eye, I should say, as it pours through his soul and says to him, what are you willing to sacrifice to do what you need to do? Santos has sacrificed quite a lot in his day, I can definitely guarantee you that. I've bet across the ring with this man. He is a competitor like no other. Nothing really prepares you for exactly what Santos brings to the table, and I think that even Tailcoat Val is going to learn that here tonight. All of her preparations, all of her machinations, it's not going to prepare you for this guy, especially after everything he's been through these past couple months. Val's been toying with this guy. Whoa, speaking of toying with him, we're getting right into it, folks! Subject Zero, from the black, from the darkness, no entrance, no fanfare, none of that. He's just right into it with a huge rolling German suplex. And once again, straight into the pin, but Santos kicks out at one. It's going to take a lot more than that to take out Joseph Santos. You don't want to make the same mistake that I did by underestimating this guy, because I promise you will regret it. But you do not want to underestimate Subject Zero either. This guy's a freak of nature. This guy's 320 pounds of pure muscle, and he's going to throw that muscle around right here tonight. Because of his master, because of his mistress, because of Tailcoat Val. I'd argue that Subject Zero is her most loyal subject, and he's going to try to prove that here tonight by being the one to put Joseph Santos down before he even has a chance to face the rest of the gauntlet. Oof, big suplex right there. Right onto the floor, too. Referee's counting. Oh, counter by Santos, gets both men back in the ring. Subject Zero's right on top of him, folks. He's a monster. You gotta do everything in your power to put this man down. Oh, just look at the power of one arm, just takes him right up in the air and slams him down like a sack of potatoes. Referee goes for the count, but we just get a one. Oh, look at that. Literally throwing his weight around there, just standing on the guy. Oh, jacks the arm too. That'll jack you up. That'll dislocate your elbow right in the center. Zero's not done yet, though. Surprisingly technical approach from Subject Zero here tonight. But it makes sense if you think about it. Val probably pulled him aside and said, listen, you're up first. You got to wear this guy down, because if he gets past you, we want to make it harder and harder for him. And that's exactly the plan. That's the smartest plan you could have going into a gauntlet match. If you're the first one up, don't go for the win. Break him down. Santos is a smart guy, too. He's got his own technical chops. And he's going to do exactly what he needs to do and go after the legs of this big guy. He's not the tallest guy in the world, but he's wide and he's thick with 300 Cs. All that power in one big guy. He's going to show it here tonight. Got Santos up on his shoulder. Drops him across the ropes. Really feels like both these guys are just kind of going at 100% right now, just trying to throw whatever they have at the wall and see what sticks. Santos for a pin, but no, just a one count. Santos now going into the middle rope. Beautiful move, beautiful arm drag, followed by a nice, picture-perfect drop kick right there. Drops Subject Zero onto his back. But Zero's not done yet. He's continuing the assault. What's he going to do? Oh my goodness. That's an unorthodox move right there, but hey, whatever works. You got a big head, you might as well use it. And Santos back up onto his feet now. Kick to the gut. What's he thinking? Half and half suplex, maybe? No! Small package counter by Joseph Santos. Is that going to be it? Is he going to steal one from the big guy? Oh, no! What a counter! Oh my god, Joseph Santos put him right back. These guys are going back and forth. I've never seen anything like this. I haven't seen anything like this in years. What an exchange. And they're still on the attack. Subject Zero going for some kind of pump handle attack, but Joseph Santos gets out of the way. Grabs the waist. Elbow to the back. What's he going to do next? I don't know. Oh, okay, fair enough. He's just going to do that. Just going to scratch him right down the back. Oh, Joseph Santos with that Lucha Libre background. Beautiful arm drag. think he's got Subject Zero looking a little discombobulated, and he's going to take him for a ride on the Bronco Buster. Hell yeah. Santos now keeping the pressure on him. Ooh, look at that. Oh, he tried to pick up the big guy, but he didn't have the strength for it. Now, that guy's, listen, he's not, like I said, he's not the tallest guy in the world, but he's thick with 10 trillion C's. He's heavy. He's going to be heavy, too. Santos might have made a big mistake there. Subject Zero's back in control. He's going to go back to his strategy of wearing down the smaller guy. Oh, what's he got here? Oh, my goodness. What a suplex. I don't even know what to call that. Oh, hello here. Shot at Tailcoat Val, keeping an eye on the situation. Like she's always doing. She's always got that one eye on everything. She's like the eye of Sauron. She never looks away. Another modified STO here by Subject Zero. Santos is able to slip free. Looks underneath. Oh, beautiful Eye of the Storm by Joseph Santos. Ooh, and he almost snags the 3. That was a close one. Zero looked like he was out for a second, but the instincts kick in. Those instincts, when you hear that count, they kick in, and sometimes you don't. He might not even be all there, and you'll still tap out. Excuse me, you'll still kick out. Zero now off the missed moonsault once again, trying to take control, but Santos is too squirrely. Another factor you got to think about too, folks, is that the longer these matches go on, the sweatier everybody gets, and the harder it is to grab somebody. Santos now once again raking the back. Santos is not afraid to fight dirty. Woo! Snake eyes. And he once again just steps on the guy. These guys going at it now. Santos bouncing off the ropes. Beautiful back elbow. Ooh, and a nice leg drop too. Still throwing everything at the wall. Okay, fair enough. Hey, listen, I'm not here to judge. You know, that's not the dance move that I would have done. I'm more of a robot guy myself, but hey, it's not my job to judge that. It's my job to judge the action. And what we're about to see right now is a super kick. 10 out of 10. Picture perfect. Goes in for the pin. And he nails it, Subject Zero. Hit the bricks, brother. You're out. The Tailcoat Val is nothing if not intelligent. She's nothing if not squirrely. Santos, listen, celebrate all you want, boss, but your work is not done yet here tonight. I think we're going to see who's coming out next. Well, if it isn't Amare Rivers and Isabella Almas. Aria, if you will. This is a big moment for these guys, folks, because, you know, Santos's partnership, I'll say, with Amare Rivers here is sort of the catalyst for this whole thing. Amare Rivers, you know, he spent some time trying to cozy up to Joseph Santos, trying to turn them into a team, trying to make them a successful team, but it was all part of Tailcoat Val's plan to get in close to Joseph Santos, to weasel her way in like a termite. You know, she burrows her way in and tries to take you down. That's what she does. That's how she gets everybody. And Amare Rivers was part of that plan. And, well, Amare Rivers wasn't very happy that the plan didn't go his way. I think he's going to try to take that out on Joseph Santos here tonight. He says, after everything I did for you, this is how you're going to repay me? No, I'll make you regret it. Woo! Went for the flying punch, but Santos too quick with the Hurricanrana, or the head stitchers, whatever you want to call it. But Amare Rivers, he's a lot fresher than Santos. He's got a lot more energy to burn. And once again, he's starting out with a Bronco Buster. Maybe he's coming in a little bit too hot. Coming in a little bit too angry. Might want to bring that down a little bit. Take things a little bit slower, a little bit more calculated. Santos tosses him over the ropes there. Amare pushes him off. Got him by the hair, dragging him across the ring, but Amare fights back. Amare says, get your damn hands off my hair, boy. Got him up now. Got something in mind. Gonna maybe drop him across the ropes. Right across your chest and neck. That'll knock the wind out of you, folks. Let me tell you what. A big swinging neckbreaker, too. Going straight into the pin, trying to maybe capitalize off of some of the damage that Sub-Zero has done, but Santos is still in it. Tucked under by Amare. Went for, I think, a clothesline, but Santos got out of the way, drops the elbow on the lower back. Now he's just dropping punches on him, just closed fist punches. Nothing technical about that, folks. Elbow to the face, knocks him down. He's continuing to lay down those fists. I think Joseph Santos has some issues that he needs to work out with Amare as well, and he's going to do it. He's going to do it the old-fashioned way with the 5 fingers and what the 5 fingers said to the face. If you know what I'm saying. Santos taking a moment to show off. Woo! Oh wow! What a landing! He went over the top rope and he crumpled like a frickin' bag of rocks. Oh, look at him go. He's not even winded. He says, I take falls like that for breakfast. I eat that shit. Delicious. Big clothesline connects this time. Turns frickin' folds Joseph Santos like an omelet. Right now, doing what he needs to do, I think, kind of trying to pull things down a little bit. He's got Santos under control, and he's going to start trying to pick him apart. Remember, folks, at this point, Santos has been in this match for a good 10, 11 minutes almost. He went through a whole other match almost with Sub-Zero, so he's feeling the pain. But Joseph Santos is a tough guy. He's proud, and there's a proud woman right there cheering her man on. I gotta wonder, though. Ooh, look at Santos. He's still in the fight. He's got a lot more energy left. Dude's a truck. Dude's a tank. He keeps going. He's going to try to fly again. Oh, my goodness. What a beautiful move. He's sliding right under the bottom rope into a splash. That's that Lucha Libre influence there on Santos there. And Santos says, no, we're not going to fight outside. We're going to fight inside. So get your butt back in here. Santos puts Rivers in the corner. Slams him face first in the top turnbuckle, trying to stun him a little bit, set him up for something else. And oh, my God, I think he's biting his nose. Ooh! What a savage. Now setting up for something big here. Setting up for a coast-to-coast, and he nails every inch of it. Woo, baby, from the East Coast to the West Coast. Santos, I think, setting him up. Setting him up for something big. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Takes him down. Is that going to be it? Is that going to be the end of Amare Rivers? No. He kicks out. Don't underestimate Amare Rivers, man. He's a goofy guy. He's goofy. He's a silly man, but he's tough. He's got some tough bones in his body. He'll give you a scrap, that's for sure. Especially not in front of his girl. You're not going to hunt down that easy in front of this woman. You know how embarrassing that would be? Speaking of his woman, she's doing something. She's got herself a chair. And Amare takes hold of the chair. What's he going to do? There are disqualifications in this match. There's Isabella distracting the referee. What is going to happen? I can't see what's going on. Oh! He tried to hit Santos with it, but Santos blocked. Santos blocked and smacked him in the face with it. Now he's got the chair in hand. What's he going to do? Oh, my goodness. Cracks him right in the back. Oh, no, wait a second. He hit the floor. He's pulling the he's pulling the old Eddie Guerrero switch, and he got him. Did he get him? I think he did. Oh man, Amare's been disqualified, but he says that's fine. He's got some more work he can put on you. Oh my goodness gracious. Amare knows he's been had, and he's not happy about it. He's taking out that frustration. And here we see Tailcoat Val still keeping an eye on what's going on here. And then we got someone else coming down to the ring now. Having a little bit of a laugh. I'm not 100% sure who this person is. I need to check my notes. Oh, wait a second. Santos going for the pin. And he gets him immediately. Screw it. Who cares who you are, brother? Get out of here. Man, I don't even need these notes. Get this shit out of here. Oh, wait a second. Oh, my God. I recognize that guy anywhere, folks. He warned Santos. He said, So he said, buddy, I've been called to action. I got to do what I got to do, and this is it. This is the man himself, ladies and gentlemen, Sir Rossi. Sir Rossi and Joseph Santos. The SNS Bro Connection implodes here tonight at Ascendance 12. My voice is going, and I've only just started. Santos, though. He says we both got to do what we got to do. My God, there's that unorthodox offensive Sarasi, man. That's what he does. If you think you know how to do a move, Sarasi's going to show you how to do it the right way. He's going to show you how to do it the different way, because that's exactly what he is. And in a lot of ways, this whole thing, and I mentioned before how Amari Rivers was sort of the catalyst of this whole thing, but in a lot of ways, Sarasi is too. We found out that Sarasi's been kind of working behind the scenes, trying to set things up for Joseph Santos to have, quote, the career that I never had, unquote, or something like that. Sarasi genuinely believes that he peaked years ago, back in the old days of NGCW with guys like me and Shay Hoxton and all those other guys. Sarasi thinks that he hit his peak back then. I disagree, but my opinion, what I think of that is not important. All that matters is what is happening right here in this ring, and right now he's doing what he thinks he has to do. Both of these men are doing what they have to do. These men are friends. They care about each other in a lot of ways more than they care about anybody else. Beautiful powerbomb there by Sarasi. That's the thing too. Both of these guys are about the same size. There's not a lot of no big size discrepancy this time. They're very similar sizes and styles between these two guys, and I think we're going to see a lot of that. Both these guys know how to fly. Both these guys know how to do what they got to do. Beautiful dragon screw there. Sarasi taking control, but Santos literally kicks him off. Oh, and Sarasi says, hey, I could do that too, boss. Stomps on the arm. Sarasi now continuing to attack that arm. Big shot to the head and neck as well. I can't help but wonder what Sarasi's marching orders are. I speculated that Sub-J-Zero might have been there to wear him down. Amari might have been there to wear him down even more, or maybe even take the victory. But Sarasi here, you got to imagine that it's whatever this is, whatever Val is thinking, that it has to do with the mental game at this point. She's trying to get into Santos' head. Excuse me, going for a pin here, just a 2 count. You got to think that she's trying to get into Santos' head with this one. Not necessarily. Sarasi might not be there to hurt him physically. Sarasi's there to hurt him mentally. But Santos with another roll up. Ooh. Not quite able to get it in. You got to wonder if Santos might not have been holding on to that as tightly as he wanted to. But Sarasi, okay, another roll-up. These guys are so fast, I can barely keep up. But as I was saying, you got to wonder if this is meant to be more of a psychological one this time. Instead of physical torture, she's doing a psychological thing. I can only speculate. No one really knows exactly what that woman thinks. You can still see her watching, keeping an eye on everything. She's always watching. Beautiful neckbreaker there by Sarasi. I gotta wonder. I think I said before how Santos wanted to bring the fight back into the ring when dealing with Amari Rivers, but at this point, I get the impression that in this matchup between him and Sarasi, I think fighting on the outside might actually benefit Joseph Santos a bit more than it might Sarasi. Sarasi is very much a high-flying guy. He's a springboarder. He likes to jump off the ropes, fly through the air. As you can see, there he is trying to do it right now. Sarasi's got something big planned. What's he gonna do? Beautiful Dragon Rana by the boy who could fly. Oh, but look at Santos. Santos has more fight in him than he knows what to do with. Sarasi's got him up on the shoulders, got him up on a powerbomb position, and oh my God! Oh. Power bombs him right out of the ring. God, that'll drive all the air out of you. That is not a soft floor, folks. There's a mat there, but it's half an inch thick. It's there more to protect the floors than it is to protect the wrestlers. Oh, you can tell Santos is hurting after that. He may be hurting, but he's not dead yet. He's still in the fight. Counters Sarasi's neckbreaker with one of his own. Kicks to the lower back for good measure. Now he's dropping the punches. Santos has had enough. He's like, all right, you wanna do this? You wanna hurt me? I'll hurt you right back. Back in the ring now. Santos, man, I can't even believe he's still going after that powerbomb. That's a tough son of a bitch right there. Thought about flying, but I guess changed his mind. He's going to try something else instead. Tosses Shirazi into the corner. Lifts him up onto the top rope. Jumps up there with him. Whoa! What a move. What a head scissors. He chucked him halfway across the ring. He's going for the pin. Is that going to be enough to put away the boy who could fly? No. No, it is not. 2 count. Had him right in the center of the ring, too. Shirazi had no choice but to kick out for that. Santos, another head scissors. I'm almost wondering if Santos is wondering exactly what he has to do at this point. Oh, big old frog splash. How about that? 1, 2. Oh, 2.999 and 9 ninths. What a move. More mind games from Tailcoat Val. Interrupting my feed. Kind of obnoxious. And, I'm trying to watch the match, Val. But Shirazi maybe capitalizing off the distraction. Oh, beautiful move. Shirazi now setting up for something. He's got his eyes on Santos. He's got his eyes on the prize. Beautiful. Oh, my God. A picture perfect knee. And there's, folks, if there's one thing you need to know about Shirazi is that his knees are like hammers. Oh, God, he hit him with a second time, square in the face, right on the bridge of the nose. And I don't think he's done yet. Oh, man. I think I know what Shirazi's orders were now. Shirazi's orders are to finish the job. He's in there begging him. He's begging Santos to stay down. Santos. What a man. What a man. He says, I'm not dead yet. You want to take me out? You're going to have to kill me. And it ain't gonna be you, big guy. What a moment. Oh, but Santos is spent. He is absolutely spent. He doesn't even have enough energy left to celebrate. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. I know that music. Tailcoat Val herself has emerged from the shadows. She said, fine, I'll do it myself. God. The presence that this woman commands, folks, I can't even really put it into words. She's truly otherworldly. Santos, look at Santos. He can barely move, but he sees exactly what's happening. He knows what he has to do. In many ways, if we go as far back as this goes, this all began.
You should be proud of what you've accomplished tonight. Once more, you've proven that when challenged, you're capable of greatness. However, you've only taken what I was willing to sacrifice.
Are we back on the air? Not sorry, folks. I had some kind of technical difficulties there. My microphone cut out, and I almost thought I heard Val talking to Santos from all the way over here, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that Tailcoat Val herself is in this fight now. In a lot of ways, this whole thing began when Santos he beat the crap out of Val. A long time ago. He took it upon himself to finish her off, and I think if I know anything about Tailcoat Val, it's that she's got a long memory. Going for the pin now. Yeah, that's not surprising at all at this point. After everything Santos has been through, it's a miracle he could even stand up. Folks, I can't say I'm happy about this. I can't say I'm excited about it, but Santos did his best. He fought as hard as he could for as long as he could, but in the end, that's it. He wasn't able to defeat Tailcoat Val. Do not be ashamed, Santos. You've done everything you could.
thank you to Jason Spade for calling that last matchup. Tailcoat Val once again, as is typically always the case, having the last laugh. But coming up next, things are about to get archaic. That's for damn sure, because it is time for anarchy in the arena, my friends. This is going to be nothing short of a war. No countouts, no disqualifications, falls count anywhere, no rules. As the gallery, led by Zero G champion Jay Young, Mystery Mask the Fourth, Charlie Garfield, get ready to take on the all-star trio of Josh Wolf, Leon Gara, and Ace Reeves. But guys, one of the bigger questions coming into this matchup is the gallery well and truly on the same page. There has been a lot of infighting between Mystery Mask the Fourth and Charlie Garfield over these last couple of weeks. Both men earlier this week said that they're locked in, they're focused on this matchup, come what may after. But we'll see if that's truly the case once that bell rings. Another thing to keep in mind, my friends, tornado tag rules in effect here. That means all 6 men will be active at the same time, no actual tags necessary, and it is elimination. That means all 3 members of one team have to be eliminated either by pin or submission. And that does not have to happen in the ring. We talk about whether or not the gallery is on the same page. Look, Wolf, Gara, and Reeves, far from BFFs, but united against their common enemy, the gallery. Honestly, I think they might be coming into this matchup as more of a cohesive unit than the gallery. Josh Wolf, known as the Ascendance MVP. We might as well call him Mr. Ascendance at this point. Last year, he had that all-time banger with the Bloody Big Chris Andrews the year before. That unforgettable clash with Bob Luger. And I'm sure he would rather have his tag team partner Peligro by his side for this one. But of course, Peligro is going to be busy next week at Day 3 facing Justin Sane in that first blood match. So Wolf was going to have to rely on Gara and Reeves here to watch his back, whether he likes it or not. Leon Gara, who last year here at Ascendance won the CMV Global Championship via shenanigans, I stress, but nonetheless. Leon Gara, the victim of multiple attacks, courtesy of the gallery. Happy to finally have the odds even here, even if he doesn't exactly like his tag team partners. Look, sometimes you don't gotta like your tag team partners. Multiple cases of that throughout CMV history. Enemies working together to achieve a common goal. That's exactly what Wolf and Gara and Reeves are looking to do here. And last, but most certainly not least, a man who has main evented Ascendance, former global champion in his own right, the Gravity Manipulator, who lost a good few weeks of his career thanks to a brutal attack by the gallery a couple of months ago. Ace Reeves is ready, willing, and able to get his payback here at Ascendance 12. Anarchy in the arena. Anything goes. Buckle up. I have a feeling this is going to make the Puerto Rico street fight at Homecoming look like a cakewalk in comparison. The gallery. Wolf, Gara, Reeves. The bell rings. And let's get it on. You see Jay Young immediately take down Ace Reeves. Wolf trying to help out as Mystery Mask the Fourth with some punches to the midsection of Leon Gata. Guys, still to come here on day 2 of Ascendance 12. Up next, we got that clash between half-sisters. Look at Mystery Mask the Fourth is wasting no time. Takes to the air with a beautiful baseball slide drop kick through the ropes. We might have our first elimination. As he hooks the leg, but no, ref got over there a little bit too slow. And there goes Wolf. Man, are we even a minute into this matchup? He's tearing apart the announce table over there. As I was saying, though, coming up next, Karen Torres. Oh, Ace Reeves, holy shit. I'm just going to stop talking. I'm going to keep getting interrupted, I feel like. Reeves with a, I believe that was a light tube. He just cracked over the back of Mystery Mask the Fourth. Like I said, this one is gonna get crazy. Charlie Garfield in the ring, but not for long. Again, remember, this one's Falls Count Anywhere. Standing shooting star headbutt to the chest there of our Zero G champion. Mystery Mask the Fourth currently having himself a little bit of a nap against the barricade. He comes back to life going after Josh Wolf. Meanwhile, look at Reeves. Look at the power! That UFO just heard the crunch of that light tube. There's glass all over the floor here. These are dangerous working conditions, man. What the hell? I don't get paid enough for this. Uranagi! Uranagi by Wolf! Locks in the Anaconda Vice. Shades of Harvey Hastings. But Mystery Mask, with some well-placed knees to the back of the head, gets himself free there before it's too late. As we see Ace Reeves taking Charlie Garfield to the other side of the ring. Leon Gata trying to run down Jay Young. Golden Shower! At ringside, Jay Young is in big time trouble. Gara, though, sees that Wolf is in trouble, breaks up that pin, sacrificing, trying to eliminate Jay Young. In the ring, Charlie Garfield dragging Ace Reeves into the corner. Garfield, who competed at his last Ascendance 9 Ultimate Submission match against Cameron Cray. Jay Young set ribs first into the side of the steel steps there. Josh Wolf hooking the leg of Mystery Mask. Is Mystery Mask going to get eliminated? No. Wait, in the ring, Charlie Garfield cross armbar. Has the gravity manipulator caught, but Ace Reeves is able to save himself. Gara. Irish whip attempted. Josh Wolf getting caught with that drop kick to the knee. Meanwhile, Ace Reeves, holy shit, takes out Mystery Mask with that spinning head kick, and then the meteor drop to Charlie Garfield. Not sure how the referee can see whether or not Garfield's shoulders are down, but Garfield kicking out anyhow. Reeves going ham. Gara under that ring. What's he going to grab? Barbed wire baseball bat makes another appearance. Of course, we saw Ashley Riot during day 1 of Ascendance 12 put that weapon to good use. beating the high holy hell out of Ashley Rain with it. Honestly, I feel like that weapon should be banned from CMV. Mystery Mask now trying to take out Josh Wolf. 1, 2, and he almost does. Almost ain't gonna cut it though. Jay Young's got that baseball bat. Ace Reeves doesn't let him use it though. DDT. I love that they virtually spent no time in the ring. Bitter end! Bitter end! Garfield has a door! As Ace Reeves is just barely able to kick out of the bitter end. Why do we keep doors under the ring? Can someone tell me? Leon Gata thrown into the ring. There's a reason this matchup's called Anarchy in the Arena. Gata letting out that mighty roar. The Golden Lion sending Garfield into the corner here. Wait a minute, look at ringside. Mystery Mask the fourth. It might be time to spin, spin, spin. But Ace Reeves says, I don't think so. Garfield countering Gara's, I think, arm breaker attempt. Trying for Lucha Teams. Josh Wolf into the ring as Leon Gata puts down Charlie Garfield. Ace Reeves now lining up his shot. Meteor drop to the International Man of Mystery. That's gotta be an elimination. 1, 2, no! Wait a minute, Wolf. Ref, turn around. Wolf hooking the leg of Jay Young, but Garfield makes the save. Another light tube. Ace Reeves tracking another light tube over the back of Mystery Mask's head. Gara's got a light tube. How many light tubes do we keep under the ring? Oh my God! Pile driver on the floor. But Wolf is there to make the save before there's even time for a 1 count. Gara sent into the steel steps in the ring. Ace Reeves. A table has been set up at ringside. Just absolute pure chaos in this matchup. Jay Young with a triangle drop kick knocks Ace Reeves off the apron down to the outside. Mystery Mask getting back up. Trying to send Leon Gata into the ring, but Gara counters. The Golden Lion in a hot pursuit. Chop block there. Josh Wolf reversing an Irish whip. Sends Jay Young crashing into the steel steps now, and Gara looks like he's making a beeline for Charlie Garfield. Reeves to the top. Split leg and moonsault attempted a little bit off there though. Gonna try to make up for it. I think Charlie Garfield just tried for another pile driver on Leon Gata. To no avail though. As Ace Reeves maybe going to grab that steel chair. No? Where's he going? Having himself a little bit of a walk. Mystery Mask has taken a lot of nasty shots in this match, and it's going to continue as he misses that splash attempt to the outside, landed right on his ass. That's going to be a sore tailbone when he wakes up in the morning. Standing sea fire from Ace Reeves takes down the International Man of Mystery. As Josh Wolf rounds the Zero-G champion. Ace Reeves giving Charlie Garfield a taste of the steel steps now. Wolf's got Young back in the ring. Gara wants his shot at the Zero-G champion, but Young with a DDT. His own golden shower. Wolf though, Wolf is pinning Mystery Mask. Kick out. Ace Reeves crashing right in the trash can. Spiked is Jay Young with that poison rana, but somehow still has the wherewithal. Oh, meteor drop, a second time to Mystery Mask, but Gara is pinning Jay Young. This is giving Mystery Mask the time to kick out. That is a pure stroke of luck for Mystery Mask the fourth right there. I don't think he's out of the woods just yet, however. Fights his way out of the corner. Irish whip into the corner. Mystery Mask looks like he wants a piece of Leon Gara. Everybody feeling the sting of the steel steps in this match. Josh Wolf's got a steel chair. Mystery Mask says no thank you. Swinging neck breaker on the floor. Gara back into the ring. Oh, but gets caught with a discus clothesline. Absolutely nasty. But Wolf sees the pin and breaks it up. Bulldog for Wolf. As Garfield tears at the arm of Ace Reeves at ringside. Jay Young delivers a better end to Josh Wolf and a blue thunderbomb to Leon Gara. 1, 2. Mystery Mask tries to pin Gara. Jay Young going to keep Ace Reeves busy. Caught now. Caught with a crossface. Crossface locked in. Mystery Mask goes to the top. Spiral tap. No, Gara moves out of the way. Gara to the top, but gets a baseball bat thrown at him. He was surely looking for the shooting star press, but Garfield flinging that barbed wire baseball bat at him. Knocking him down off the top. 21. Charlie Garfield with a 21 to Ace Reeves. And now it's Garfield who goes to the top. What the hell is he looking for here? Garfield with a chop. That could do it, guys. Ace Reeves might be gone. No! Wait a minute! Bitter end on the floor! 1, 2, 3, Gara's gone! Leon Gara! Oh, well, I guess I was lied to. I was told this was elimination rules. But I guess not. The gallery winning Anarchy in the arena. Someone's getting fired. I think that's actually a good thing, though. That matchup continued. We might have more than a few injuries. My God. The gallery. They didn't come into this matchup on the same page. But maybe with that win, they can resolve their issues. Because that was an impressive performance. Jay Young, Mystery Mask the fourth, and Charlie Garfield, your winners.
Hey guys, Quincy here, Slab Viper LC, whatever you want to call me. I'm here to record this commercial for Ascendance for you guys to promote my channel. In the words of Dashing DJ Yuri, I actually have the text right here that he sent me, and this is word for word. This is actually what he said. He said, and I quote, "Hey Quincy, you sexy hunk of caramel, can you record a video promoting your YouTube channel for a commercial for Ascendance? Please baby, you owe me. Best regards, Dennis Dashing Disc Jockey Yuri." That's a real quote from him. So, I'm here to fulfill his, I wouldn't say demands, but his request. So with my channel, for the people who don't know, I have a YouTube channel. That's kind of why I left Caw. This is just something that I enjoy a little bit more. Of course, there's nothing wrong with Caw. Nothing wrong with this at all. If you enjoy it, and I'm really happy for you. But with me, with this, I talk about and regard some of the wrestlers, some that you see behind me, and also just some other wrestlers and stuff like that. I do a lot of videos. I do like reviews, video essays. I do like my why videos, which is more like my opinion, where I also like present like some facts about the wrestler and about some of their matches and about like their psychology and way of going about things, why I feel a certain way about a wrestler. If any of that seems interesting to you, then please go check out my channel, Slab Viper LC, all together. That is the name of the channel and everything. We're closing in on nearly 600 subscribers as of recording this. I've been taking a little bit of a break due to school and everything, been working on that, but usually what I'll be doing until then, I'll be live streaming every Sunday of just like some matches from Joshi wrestlers, or just like some independent matches if I feel like it. And yeah, wrestling has been my passion since 2005, and so I'm really happy that I get to share my passion with people online, and people actually really appreciate that. I always try to give a more positive look to pro wrestling, and so hopefully if you like that, or you want to learn about a new different type of wrestling, you want to learn a little bit more about some of the wrestling that you already like, then please subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later, and everything like that. Thank you to CMV and Dashing and all of you for giving me this chance to share this here with you guys, and let's get back to the action.
My goodness, blood never stops yapping. But definitely make sure to check out Quincy's YouTube channel. Show him some love. As coming up next, we have, okay. God, I hate this game. Coming up next, it is time for our special guest referee match. And there she is in all of her glory, our special guest referee, Amelia Jones, who, well, I said it earlier this week, perhaps if she does well here, she might find herself some new employment as a referee here in CMV, because as we found out this past episode of Octane, Amelia Jones placing dead last in the Cyborg Invitational, which means that her time as an in-ring competitor here in CMV has come to an end. Now, we still have to wait to find out exactly, hear from Pat LaFave, what's going to happen with Caroline Swift and Maggie Shaw, who tied for first in the Cyborg Invitational. How is that going to be settled? We still have to wait to find out, but Amelia Jones playing the part here tonight of referee, as she looks to settle this family dispute, to put it lightly. And CMV actually has a pretty long list of family feuds throughout its history, and specifically at Ascendance. We've had the Reed brothers fight at Ascendance. We've had the Davis brothers fight at Ascendance. It's far from the first time that family members, look, Stephon and Harvey Hastings, father and son, fought each other at Ascendance. So this is not the first time that family members have found themselves on opposite sides of the ring at the show of shows. But things have certainly gotten very personal between Taryn Torres and Precious Pratt, because Taryn Torres brought Amelia Jones and the rest of Amity into it. Tried to sweet talk her way into the group by manipulating the... I'm trying to think of a nicer word than dumb Amelia Jones. The naive, let's say, naive Amelia Jones. Although Precious Pratt kept telling Amelia, hey, look, I know my half-sister better than anyone. This is a facade. She's trying to play you. But Amelia Jones, who likes to see the best in people, wanted to give Taryn Torres a chance to prove herself, and had to find out the hard way that Precious Pratt was right all along, that Taryn Torres was just trying to play Amelia Jones and the rest of Amity, wanted to take them away from Precious Pratt. But that evil scheme was figured out, and now Taryn Torres finds herself without Amelia Jones, without Amity, without Precious Pratt, nobody. And our referee calls for the bell. This matchup gets underway. And we see Amelia Jones, who said during the Ascendance 12 kickoff show that she was going to call this one down the middle, that she's been in the Performance Center with the help of our other officials here in CMV, practicing, training over the last few weeks, was asked directly, hey, I mean, obviously Precious Pratt is your tag team partner, your best friend. Are you going to be able to be objective, to call things down the middle? Amelia Jones said, I'm going to try. Even said, I want Precious Pratt to win the match, but I will do all I can to ensure that there is a clean bout. And so far, we saw Taryn Torres try for that pin, and Amelia Jones didn't show any sort of shenanigans, like a slow count, or Precious Pratt, there wasn't a fast count for her, so oh, deep guillotine right here. Amelia Jones in position to see if there's a tap out. But Torres, nice reversal to get out of it. And it's never fun watching family fight. It's never a good time, but sometimes it just gets to that point, you know what I mean, where there's no return, there's no hope for those fences to be mended. Taryn Torres is jealous of everything Precious Pratt has. Remember what she told Precious Pratt all those months ago? I'm your real family. You're walking around here with Amelia Jones, with Amity, acting like they're your family. Meanwhile, you're ignoring me. I can see why Taryn Torres felt slighted like that. Pinfall attempt here. Amelia Jones into position. Only a 1 count. If I can say, I think that this family is just... Overall, look, Precious Pratt isn't innocent, okay? This is one, if you'll pardon my French, fucked up family. they got more issues than just this sibling rivalry we've seen. Knocked to the outside. We'll see if Amelia Jones, can she even count to 10? I'm not sure. Let's find out. Whoa! Precious Pratt! I have never seen her... Well, that was Taryn Torres, actually. My bad. Taryn Torres taken to the air like that. I might get confused a couple of times in this matchup. Look, they're half-sisters. They're damn near identical, if you ask me, especially right now. Taryn Torres, I feel like, doesn't usually have her hair like that. Oh, well, now Precious Pratt looks to take to the air. She didn't get all of what she was looking for there, but got enough of it. Oh, there's the two-handed choke. Transitions into... What the hell is this? Oh! Pump handle power slam on the floor. That might do it right there. She gets Tara Torres back into the ring, guys. Well, I guess she's not finished, though. Off the top. Moonsault. Hooks the leg. One. Just a 1 count. Precious Pratt keeping the pressure on. Amelia Jones making sure to keep her distance. There's the elevated two-handed choke. And Amelia Jones gonna call for the bell. Out cold is Tara Torres. Precious Pratt scoring, dare I say, a dominant win over her half-sister here at Ascendance 12. And to her credit, Amelia Jones did a great job. She called it down the middle. She showed no favoritism, no bias. Tara Torres has got nothing to say. She lost fair and square right there. A great Ascendance win for Precious Pratt. We'll see if the rest of Amity has such good luck later tonight when they defend the Octane Tag Team titles. All right, my friends, it is time for our tertiary main event here on day 2 of Ascendance 12. We still have the Fatal 4-Way Tornado Tag Team matchup for the Octane Tag Team titles coming up, and of course, our main event, Troy Call challenging John Lipnick for the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. But first, it's time to finally find out who is the All-Father. Who is this mysterious man? If it is a man, could be a woman, it could be who knows. Now, Morgan seems convinced that it is none other than Adam Valentine, who, of course, you'll remember back in Ascendance 10, Morgan retired Adam Valentine. Morgan is so dead set that it's Valentine who's been running around pulling those strings in the shadows, messing with Morgan to get back at him after all these years, make him pay for all that Morgan did to him and ending his CMV career. But whether or not that's the case, we're about to see for sure in a matter of moments. Morgan calling the All-Father out for this matchup here at Ascendance 12, saying enough games, enough hiding. Time to show your face. Time to show us all who you really are. And come get these hands. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell is all of this? Well, that is Iskandir, I believe. Up on top of that, what would you even call that? I don't even know what that is. This makeshift tower, as if lowering from the heavens. Iskandir, beckoning to all the world, hailing the arrival of the All-Father. Iskandir, of course, has been the soldier for the All-Father. The man on the front lines here in CMV. Representing this shadowy figure and making the life of Morgan a living hell. Even costing Morgan that matchup against Peligro on the Shockwave Ascendance Edition. Here we go. It's time to see who is the All-Father. What is his true identity? Who is this man that's been... What? No! What? It's George King! George King! George King is here! At Ascendance 12, George King is the All-Father! It wasn't Adam Valentine after all! Morgan was wrong, but how could he possibly have known? How could anyone have known? The former unmatched world champion, former undisputed world heavyweight champion, a former global champion, a man who has not been seen since last year's Ascendance, Ascendance 11, where of course he lost to Troy Cole in that brutal encounter between the two. He's been MIA ever since, but he's back. He's back here in Ascendance 12. George King is the All-Father. And it's very rare to see Morgan dumbfounded, baffled. But the look on his face is telling. He cannot believe this, but it's time to nut up. There's no time to react because referee rings the bell and we get it on. George King and the Ogre Morgan one-on-one here at Ascendance 12, and immediately a wasteland from George King as Morgan gets back to his seat, only to be put back down so violently with that big boot. As far as I know, guys, I'm racking my brain right now. Have these two ever even encountered each other previously? Why would George King, why would the All-Father have such a vendetta against Morgan these last couple of months? Sent into the corner. And again, George King has just been... It's as if he vanished. Nobody's seen him. Nobody's heard from him. Since last year's Ascendance, he's been virtually a ghost. And this entire time, he's been the All-Father. Recruiting Iskandir, sending him to CMV. Picking this fight with the Sheriff of Octane, Morgan. Deep scoop slam right there. And of course, Iskandir at ringside. He's not leaving the side of his All-Father. George King sent off the ropes. Morgan, who is so sure for weeks, he's been ready to stand face to face with Adam Valentine here at Ascendance 12. And now faced with one of the absolute greatest of all time, George King. I mean, this is insanity, but Morgan doing a good job of adapting on the fly here. I mean, he's bringing the fight to George King. Picks him up out of the corner there. Shot to the gut, now an Irish whip. Doesn't matter who you are. Could be George King. Could be anyone from the Hall of Fame. Get a Dave Turner in there. Get a Xander Slater, a Shea Hoxton. All the way to a Slick B. You get in that ring with Morgan, you are in for the absolute fight of your life. And add on top of that, the fact that George King, as the Allfather, has been ensuring over these last couple of months, Morgan constantly has to look over his shoulder, hardly able to get any sleep. Whether in that ring, whether backstage, whether at home, the Allfather has well and truly made the life of Morgan a waking nightmare. Finally, George King is able to fight back a little bit. Remember, George King, just from a technical standpoint, he has not been in the ring in a year. A year! And the last time we did see him in the ring at Ascendance 11, George King, god damn near, was murdered by Troy Colt. So there's some ring rust there that hopefully George King has been able to knock off at this point. Morgan in control the last few minutes, but now King is finally starting to fight back here against the Ogre. Beautiful power slam by King. George King has exhibited an ability in the past on multiple occasions to attract individuals to his causes. You know, we saw it with the Kingdom when he first arrived here in CMV. Other iterations of the Kingdom throughout the years. He just has a way of speaking, a way of getting into your head. And well, obviously that's what he's done with Ascendancei here, managing to sway him to aid him in this venture as the Allfather to go after Morgan. Big boot there as he sends Morgan back into the ring. You could say a silver-tongued devil. I would compare him to a John Lipnick, who of course we see on our main event here tonight, defending the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship against Troy Colt. John Lipnick has that same ability, just the way he speaks, the way that he can talk directly to you. He's just got that power to convince people to do whatever he wants. Big superplex from George King. Lucky the ring didn't just collapse right there, man. Morgan, 300 pounds. Oh, now it looks like George King's getting out the shotgun. Another big boot. That's vintage George King right there. Backs into the corner, King. Looks like he's setting up for something nasty coming Morgan's way here. Uh-oh, vintage, royal flush! I wasn't sure if I'd ever call that move again. George King hooks the leg for the win, but a kick out by the Ogre. You can see that he's hurt, though, as he crawls into the corner. So desperately trying to put some distance between he and George King. Oh, my God, not another one. He's not looking for another one, is he? To the hard cam, wants everyone to see it, but he wasted time there at Morgan. Able to escape. You really can't play with someone like Morgan. Single knee gutbuster. Ascendancei just continuing to watch. I'm not sure that that's going to last much longer. George King getting sent into the corner. Now he's putting George King up on the top. Might be looking for a superplex of his own. I think he is. Morgan with a stalling superplex. My God, the power of the Ogre, never more accurately portrayed than right there with that stalling superplex. Follows it up with a barrage of elbows across the chest. Morgan, the superstar of the year. If you missed it, the results of the Glammy Awards posted in our Discord and on our X account earlier today. Morgan voted superstar of the year, and for a reason. He's showing why in this match. Against a returning All-Father, George King. He's got him in the corner again. That inverted Alabama slam. Face first goes King. Middle of the ring, off the canvas. Slowly picks him up to his feet. Morgan looks like he's creeping up from behind. Full Nelson slam. Just power move after power move here by Morgan. This ain't going to be able to last much longer. Look at this now. A deadlift dominator. George King has got to do something, and quickly. It don't matter who you are, like I said before. You let an onslaught like this keep up for very long, man. It's going to be lights out sooner rather than later. Look at this, man. Morgan's just having his way with George King. Doing as he pleases with the legend. Sends him into the corner. Right in front of Iskandir here. Oh my guys, look at that. Inverted Alabama slam again! Morgan. I mean, you can't blame Morgan. For months, the All-Father torturing him from the shadows. Finally, the chance to get hands on this man, on George King. He's making the most of it. Look, he just pointed at him like, this is the All-Father? Really? This is the dude? Don't get cocky now, though. You can't play with George King. Even when it looks like he's out of it. Even when it looks like you've got him beat for sure. George King, you give him an inch, he will take it a mile. He will make you pay for playing on his name. Morgan's going to make sure he doesn't get any time to rest there at ringside. Throws him back into the ring. Tries for that falling headbutt. George King gets out of the way. Gets himself an opening at last. Runs right into a standing headbutt. Brings him to his feet. Morgan scoops him up. Gonna walk him over to the corner. Gives him a... Oh, well, I thought he was going for the snake eyes. Instead, that Adam Valentine-esque cutter. Big time Uranagi. I feel like Morgan, he could have at this point probably could have gone for the pin multiple times. Might even have had this match won, but he doesn't want to just yet. He wants to dish out that punishment. He's been waiting, again, months to get hands on the All-Father. Bashing George King in the corner with lefts and rights. Lighting him up. Punch to the midsection, and a punch like that from Morgan. Closed fist to the gut, man. That could break a rib so easily. Look at George King. Runs into the spine buster. Morgan putting spine to the pine and into the lion tamer. Into the lion tamer. Knee to the back of the head. George King's gonna tap. George King's gonna tap. Lion tamer applied. King's gotta tap. Oh my God, Morgan. What? You gotta be kidding me. Counters out of the lion tamer. And look at that, as if nothing happened. King in the corner. Runs him down. Spear. Spear from George King. The All-Father. A barrage of chops to the chest. As Iskandir watches on. George King runs down Morgan. How many men are there that could do that to Morgan? Not many. Sends him into the corner. Gonna turn around. Oh no. Oh no. I know what George King is looking for here. Oh, I thought I did. I thought he was going to try to go for that avalanche powerbomb that he actually hit on Morgan. Back at Pick Your Poison, but, well, not very much better. A fucking half Nelson suplex from off the top. Look at this. Great angle there from above to show just how nasty that suplex was. Morgan trying to catch his breath here at ringside. Just dropped at the feet of Ascendance's though. He's got to be careful. He's probably completely out of it right now, though. Probably operating on pure instinct is Morgan. As George King again runs him down. Up on the shoulders. Wasteland. Trying to put Morgan right through the canvas. George King letting everybody know it's time. Big boot. For what, the third time in this matchup, I believe. A barrage. Big fucking toss. Catches him on the way down with a European uppercut. Now to Brett's rope. George King with a body splash. A former NGW champion. A former undisputed champion. Former unmatched world champion. A former global champion. That's just the cream of the crop. So many other accolades for George King. Has done nearly all there is to do here in CMV. My God, how quickly things can change. George King is just dominating as he has the last couple of minutes. Morgan, ever since that half Nelson suplex off the top rope, has just been pretty much unresponsive. George King, look at that crack in his neck. Almost as if to say, I can do this all night long. I ain't tired. I ain't done. Oh, not another spear. Not another spear. Tell me not another spear. No, instead, once more, like a fucking linebacker. King jockeying for control. Morgan, though, just so powerful, even when he's weakened. Even when he's hurting like he is right now, still just so massive, so strong. George King, what is he doing here? Giving himself some room. Running off the apron, a clothesline. Morgan just crumbling. Back into the ring. The All-Father, George King, to the top rope. Morgan on his feet, but he looks like he has no idea where he is. And like a torpedo, George King shooting himself off the top. Gets him into the... Oh, watch out, ref. Referee inadvertently getting caught there. Get Amelia Jones back out here, man. She's the referee we need. Maybe not the referee we deserve. The referee that we need, though, here in CMV. George King might now be looking for that powerbomb that I was talking about earlier. This is what he did to Morgan back at Pick Your Poison. From the top. No, Morgan! Morgan knew it was coming, and he knew that if he got hit with that, it would be game over. Able to reverse big time. Now it's Morgan. How often do we see this? The ogre going to the top rope. A moonsault! A moonsault from Morgan! Oh, but kicks out. That might be one of the first times ever. I don't think, have we ever seen Morgan hit a moonsault before? I feel like I would remember it. I feel like I would recall a 300-pounder like Morgan coming off the top like that. Vexation. Morgan nails Vexation. George King is down. 1, 2, 2.999, and there are not many men who can say that they have kicked out of the Vexation spear A second spear from George King. That might have been all he had left. Was that a kick out at 1? Was that a kick out at 1? Superstar of the year, ladies and gentlemen. There are none. No other. Like the Ogre. Oh, Morgan! Morgan went for a clothesline, but he took out the ref by accident. And now Iskander gets involved. Grabs the steel chair for George King to use. Morgan, turn around! Steel chair shot to the back of the head. Big boot. The referee now back up. Completely missing what just transpired. George King gonna try again. Has Morgan in the corner. Morgan reversed it earlier, but after that shot with the steel chair, I don't think. Power bomb from the top rope. Vintage George King. What the hell? He ain't finished. Royal flush for the cherry on top. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter who you are. You are not getting back up from that. George King is back. The All-Father has arrived and has slayed the Ogre here at Ascendance 12. What a roller coaster day 2 of Ascendance 12 has been, my friend. And again, we still have my friend. Just one of you is my friend. The rest of you, I'm not going to tell you who it is, though. We still have a whole nother day, day 3, coming up next weekend with some matches that you simply cannot miss. But right now, it's time for our co-main event of day 2, with still our main event. Troy Call, John Lipnick for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship coming up. But right now it's about the Octane Tag Team Championship. And this fatal four-way tornado tag team matchup going to have the champions Amity in a tight spot, that's for sure, guys, as in this matchup, they don't even have to be involved in the decision to lose their titles. The Unholy Alliance represented in this matchup by the Rite of Passage champion Jeremy Barmore and Bloody Justice. Now, of course, during day one of Ascendance 12, we saw Akunin become the new global champion, defeating Aaron Stone. Jeremy Barmore, if I were him, I'd probably hold off on cashing in that Rite of Passage championship for a while. Maybe until Akunin is no longer champion. But then again, will Akunin ever lose that championship? Who could possibly take that title from the Demon? I digress, though. This is about the Octane Tag Team Championship here. And Jeremy Barmore with the opportunity to become a double champion. As, of course, Bloody Justice had that opportunity, but unfortunately he lost his Anarchy Championship this past episode of Octane to Alaric, who, of course, turned it into the Pure Championship. And Ascendance has not been so kind to the Unholy Alliance so far, as we saw Alvarez unable to win the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal, and of course Hunter Quinn losing his match to Alaric. Jasmine Crossings as well couldn't win the Women's Gauntlet Eliminator, so this is it. Jeremy Barmore and Bloody Justice got to win this matchup, or it'll be a complete dud for the Unholy Alliance here at Ascendance 12. Easier said than done, though, when you got Desolation in your matchup. One of the most decorated tag teams in CMV history. Former Fusion Tag Team Champions, former Unified World Tag Team Champions, former Octane Tag Team Champions. Bludgeon and Trauma looking for what would be their fourth reign as Tag Team Champions here in CMV. Beautiful Krakow, Poland, to look at these CMV fans, thousands of them packed into this stadium. And this has quickly become one of my favorite tandems over the last few weeks. Student and teacher, the work ethic titan, Bob Luger and J.B. Hayes. J.B. Hayes, a former NGW champion who last year at Ascendance 11 defeated Paul Devine, but this past year, J.B. Hayes has really been, sometimes you gotta say the truth. He's been slipping up. Not able to really maintain his momentum, suffering a lot of losses, missing out on numerous opportunities, and just as it looked like maybe Hayes was ready to call it quits, Bob Luger returned, saw the potential in J.B. Hayes, and said, "Don't give up just yet. Let me help you." Maybe at this point, J.B. Hayes is regretting that offer of help, because Bob Luger has proven to be a tough teacher. Remember, he paid Desolation to try and injure J.B. Hayes leading into Ascendance 12. Bob Luger said he did that to try and toughen J.B. Hayes up, to expect the unexpected, to always be prepared. Well, hopefully Amity is prepared, defending their Octane Tag Team titles here at Ascendance 12. I think Toyota Camry still has the other championship. Poor JT Moss. But the Octane Tag Team titles are indeed on the line here, guys. And again, Amity doesn't even have to be involved in the decision here to lose their titles. They don't have to be the ones pinned or submitted. Ultimate test for a champion or champions. A matchup like this. Tornado tag team rules. All 8 men going to be active at the same time. It is not elimination though. First team to get either the pin or the submission in the ring leaves Kurkow Poland with the Octane Tag Team titles. There we go. Referee rings the bell and it's time to get it on. This is just going to be a mosh pit. Very interested to see Desolation and Bob Luger in the same ring. Last year, Ascendance 11, that 6-man tag team matchup. Myself and Desolation against Click and Post Malone. Hopefully that's the last time I ever have to say that goober's name after I beat his ass during day 1 of Ascendance 12. Never show his face again if he knows what's good for him. Sent to the outside is JB Hayes. Man, what a great matchup we saw this past episode of Octane between... Oh! Bloody Justice and a sledgehammer between Bludgeon, Jeremy Barmore, and JB Hayes. They had a great triple threat match, which Bludgeon won. Certainly some great momentum for Desolation, as we see both members of Desolation going after JB Hayes here, doing what they told Bob Luger they would do. I still don't know exactly what Bob Luger paid them, because as I've hypothesized a couple of times now, I feel like these two just don't really care about money. Like, JT Moss escaping that powerbomb attempt by Bloody Justice. Coming up next, guys, our main event of day 2. Troy Colt challenges John Lipnick for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, and I apologize in advance. I tried my best to make sure it wouldn't happen, but Observer Brett will be calling that matchup. The runner-up for Commentator of the Year. You know, my personal opinion, the Commentator of the Year should probably be calling the main event, but it is what it is. Please don't leave. Continue to watch. You know, Troy Colt and John Lipnick, they don't deserve that. You know, maybe mute the show if you have to. But I promise the match itself will be worth it. Big boot there from Trauma, just about taking JB's head off. I guess all 8 of these guys deciding this is the spot they want to fight in, even though this isn't even Falls Count anywhere. It was Amity who took the Octane Tag Team titles from Desolation a few weeks ago, and one of the bigger upsets we've probably seen so far this season. Amity has really been struggling over these last few weeks, ever since Ted's betrayal. Stabbing Tracy James in the back, and then Amelia Jones getting fired. Suffice to say that they're in shambles right now. They could use a big win like this, a feel-good moment. You know, we had Precious Pratt get that win earlier over Taryn Torres. That was nice to see, but obviously day 3 is still to come, and that's what we're going to see, the Ted Tracy James one-on-one. Loser leaves CMV. You know, very, very well could be a possibility that Amity loses another member in Tracy James. Shards of kendo stick all over the place. B-Man throwing a sledgehammer at Bob Luger there. Cardio Maniac able to kick out. Bludgeon hooking the leg of, who is that over there? Bloody Justice? Bloody Justice last year, Ascendance 11, defeating Blake Virtue. Great matchup between those two. This is the first Ascendance for B-Man and JT Moss. Jeremy Barmore getting picked up there by JB Hayes. Former NGW champion, just going to walk away. But Jeremy Barmore, not the kind of guy you turn your back on. JT Moss creeping up from behind. Trauma, though, with eyes in the back of his head. Remember, matchup has to be won by pin or submission in the ring. There's B-Man tearing apart the Polish announce table. What's the referee doing? Referee is keeping away from these guys. I don't blame them. Hey, fair enough. I say again, get Amelia Jones back out here. She wouldn't be afraid to mix it up with these guys. Backslide driver there by B-Man. Shout out to Tracy James. Oh, Jeremy Barmore's bleeding. He's got a nasty cut across his forehead. Not too sure when that happened. Bob Luger going after B-Man here. B-Man, though, with a springboard clothesline, didn't get all of it. Just grazed Bob Luger. Can Amity overcome the odds here? The deck stacked against them in this championship match. JT Moss, DDT! That modified DDT! Doesn't try for the pin, though. Could have had it one right there. Dropping the ball, if you ask me. B-Man maybe gonna make up for it. No, Bludgeon shoots him down. Spins him around. Bludgeon. Turning B-Man inside out. Jeremy Barmore. Oh, wait, is Falls Count anywhere? Wait a minute, what? I didn't know that. Man, nobody is telling me here tonight what's going on. First, the Anarchy in the Arena match. Now this one. Okay, so this is Falls Count Anywhere, I guess. Good to know. B-Man is just gone. Laying in a pile of kendo stick shards. Luger trying to throw a chair halfway across the arena. Not having much luck. Bloody Justice going for a pin. Broken up, though, by Luger. Oh, Barmore throwing that chair. Back of Bludgeon's head. Bludgeon throwing Barmore. Bloody head smacking off that steel post. Bob Luger's got Bloody Justice up on his feet. Taking him for a ride. B-Man, knee to the back of the head. Oh, Bludgeon hooks the leg, but Hayes is right there to break up the pin. Trauma, the only one in the ring here. Barmore with an inverted World's Strongest Slam. Bloody Justice! Tombstone pile driver on the floor! To J.B. Hayes. Takes himself out too, though. As Barmore's got B-Man in the ring. JT Moss, wait, a double pin here. Bludgeon hitting J.B. Hayes, gonna try to steal it. Bloody Justice did the damage. JT Moss has a hold of BJ's arm. Has to let go, though. B-Man is looking rough. J.B. Hayes under that ring. Looking for a little bit of help. Got a baseball bat. Luckily, it's not wrapped in barbed wire, thankfully. Cliffhanger DDT from Trauma. Splat goes JT Moss. Bloody Justice doesn't even give it a one count, though. Oh, B-Man, B-Man, B-Man! Takes out J.B. Hayes. Ripcord reverse STO. He's on the other side of the ring. Nobody sees it. Nobody sees it. To retain. 1, 2, 3. Amity is still your Octane Tag Team Champions against the odds. B-Man and JT Moss have done it. Still the Octane Tag Team Champions. Bodies everywhere. That matchup. Excuse my language. A fuckfest. No doubt about it. But B-Man and JT Moss somehow emerge. Still the Octane Tag Team Champions. And for day 2, my friends, my job is done. Gonna go enjoy a nice ice cold glass of W while looking at my Glammy Award. Observer Bread, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your main event of Night 2 of Ascendance 12. As announced previously on Shockwave, you will not be hearing that absolute earache of a commentator that is Dash. And no, this is Observer Bread coming at you live and hot today as we get into our main event for the undisputed championship of the world. And as I'm saying this right now, our first competitor here coming out, the challenger of this night, his second main event ever here, and only a 3-year career of CMV, Mr. No Days Off himself, Troy Colt. This man always always coming to the show of shows looking fly, looking fresh as hell, and you gotta know that he probably has to be prepared all season long. Honestly, even before the season began, he made it known that his goal, his mission was to go after world championship gold. He made it known and he made it his life. He made it his life. He made it all that he cared about. And along the way, people after people gone his way. Anthony Martin, and now what he suspects to be John Lipnick, who took him out of his potential championship opportunity. Now there's no one in the way. He's gotten rid of the higher authority in Styles Be Godly. He's gotten rid of Anthony Martin, who lost the Undisputed Championship to John Lipnick in a triple threat match. Now there's no one left in this way. Him versus John Lipnick at the show of shows in the main event. This amazing crowd here in Poland. That's why I've kind of turned around in this city. Not too bad nightlife. Had me a couple drinks, libation or two. Doesn't matter though now as Troy Colt looks to get it on, looks to be prepared, looks in the best shape of his life. But what is Mr. No Days Off gonna do when he faces the Colt Classic in John Lipnick? Really, there's not much you can do, guys. Look at him now coming out here to a myriad of boos. John Lipnick, I believe his 3rd world title reign. This is his first defense here, and what a better way to get your championship reign started than the first defense via the main event of Night 2 of Ascendance 12. Holding that championship tight, never wants to let go of it. You see, look at his tights. I believe on one side says innocent, and the other gullible. I don't really know what that means. Obviously, John Lipnick has been steadfast in the fact that he did not attack Troy Colt that night. He did not cause his demise, lead him in a bloody pulp. See, look at the back of his jacket. John Lipnick is innocent. Well, regardless of that fact, it doesn't matter really anymore. The match is made, the match is set, and it's gonna happen until one or the other walks out of here as the undisputed champion, and John Lipnick knows that. 3-time world champion, he knows what it takes to get to the top. He knows what he has to do. He has to be relentless. He has to give Troy Colt the beating of his life. And that's what he plans on doing. The crowd out here, it's been an amazing crowd. I've been watching in the back, I've been, having me a good little time. A good little time or two watching this absolute amazing card. It's been amazing. Even with that, like I said earlier, earache of a commentator and dashing, it's still been a phenomenal night. And now look, as we get into the action, the crowd is on their feet. They are ready to go. Troy Colt playing to the fans. They're all behind him. His second main event ever in CMV. Troy Colt only being in CMV for 3 years. Has seen 3 ascendances in his time. Has main evented 2 of them. Absolute phenomenal, this man right here. But look, John Lipnick taking a look at that title. Confident that title's not going anywhere. John Lipnick grasping that title, looking at it one more time. He's gonna now hand it over to our official. Our official here for this upcoming match. Troy Colt knows what this is after, knows what he is fighting for. Crowd on their feet, the crowd ready to see some action. Troy Colt, John Lipnick, ready to get it on. The match has started, the bell is rung, and these two are just going to stare at each other. Lots of animosity has been built over these past couple of months. A lot of accusations being thrown around. Troy Colt attempted to be taken out multiple times, but now he's at the shows no one in between them. Now both of them finally realizing that, looking at each other, staring at each other. The crowd is hot, and John Lipnick's going to charge in. Immediately going to tackle him into the corner. He goes for a punch, but Troy Colt reverses. Going to chuck him right into the corner. Going to go for a knife edge chop, but John Lipnick reverses it and cuts him off. Back into that corner. Both of these guys. Now John Lipnick going to hit him with a nice couple of shoulder tackles, into the corner. And a nice clubbing blow to the back, making Troy Colt fall down. This is what you don't want John Lipnick to do. You don't want John Lipnick to get that offense. John Lipnick is the absolute brawler, the best as they come here in CMV here. Already going for the pin count, already getting a 2. John Lipnick, hey, look, you can't have expected that to be it. And now John Lipnick now in control so far, but the match is just getting started. We got a long way to go. Now going to drag him other side of the ring, going for some kind of maneuver here, but going maybe for some kind of Uranagi, but Troy Colt's going to reverse, spinning out the way. And now immediately going for those patented chops. Chop, chop, punch, chop. Now hitting one more, couple of chops into the corner. 1, 2. Now going to slow it down for a nice meaty 3. Chop straight across the chest. Now Troy Colt going for that patented knee strike. But going to hit a clothesline for his troubles. Troy Colt immediately kipping up and now going for another myriad of flurry of chops. And now it's going to get him down. John Lipnick in the corner, and Troy Colt, ecstatic, turns around. But oh my God, eats a belly-to-belly suplex outside. And now John Lipnick is just going to celebrate his, not his victory, but just his absolute punishing of Troy Colt here. Now going to throw him back into the ring. Assuming going to go for a little bit more offense, going for that. Oh, nice over the head kind of slam maneuver. Going for the pinfall, but only going to get a 2 count for his troubles. John Lipnick not letting go, does not want Troy Colt to get momentum on his side. He knows how dangerous Troy Colt is if he gets some momentum, if he gets the fans behind him. He wants to stay in complete control. John Lipnick's going to drop down. Going to drop down again off the ropes. He's right into a knee strike, a bicycle knee straight to the face of Troy Colt. John Lipnick. John Lipnick again has said multiple times he is innocent, but I don't think that's going to stop him from doing what he has to today. Gets him into a nice camel clutch. Well, again, like I keep saying, wants to slow this match down. Does not want Troy Colt to get momentum. Doing a little bit of wear and tear on the back, trying to make it a little bit more painful for Troy Colt go for those kind of more complicated maneuvers of his. But that's going to throw him down. Throws him down. He's going to put his arms in the back of his knees. And, ooh! Clubbing forearm strike straight to the back of the Troy Colt's neck again and again and again. Now, gonna go right back into that camel clutch after doing some damage to the back of Troy Colt's neck. Now you look at Troy Colt's face, he is absolutely in a world of pain. Match already gonna start. John Lipnick big on top of most of it, but Troy Colt's finally gonna get out of that camel clutch maneuver. Hit him with a nice patented neck breaker. Now hit him with a clothesline to the outside. John Lipnick gets sent flying. Troy Colt off the ropes, going for over the top, straight on a dive, straight to John Lipnick. The crowd goes wild, and he's going for more. Off the ropes he goes, and he goes for, ooh. John Lipnick showing a master of his craft, being aware of all his situations, getting away out of that dive. Now he's gonna try to create some art, take off the cover of the announcement table. Hey man, don't get too crazy right now. All right, John, I see you, but wait, Troy Colt's going for a, what the fuck was that? Goes for some kind of Arabian, some kind of like springboard Arabian press, lands it flush on John Lipnick, and John Lipnick was not expecting that. Troy Colt, look, Troy Colt, you know, he's a very exciting, hits him with a springboard European uppercut. We're gonna say Troy Colt is a very exciting wrestler when he wants to be, when he needs to be. Goes for that pinfall after that springboard European uppercut. We're only going to get 2 count for its troubles. Now Troy, patented chops over and over again. And this time he's going to go for vintage. Troy Colt going to go for that Anaconda Vice. Tick for tap these two. Now Troy Colt finally getting some momentum, but John Lipnick is not going to let that slide. A couple knees to the back of Troy Colt for his troubles. Now, John Lipnick going for some kind of maneuver. Going for some kind of high cross powerbomb, I believe, but Troy Colt's going to get out of that. Straight to, again, another neck breaker. And now, going into, well, a nice little submission. Forget if this is a Muda lock. I forget the exact terminology for it. Either way, I know it hurts. Troy Colt trying to choke the light out of John Lipnick, but John Lipnick is going to be a simple counter, just a straight punch to the neck, or punch to the forehead, excuse me. Now, John Lipnick trying to fake him out, going for that pound DDT, but Troy Colt going for that Northern Light suplex, hits it, goes for the brain buster in return, but John Lipnick is going to get out of it, hits it from the back, and a nice, a meaty German suplex from John Lipnick, going for me for the cover, as I would too. And he's going to get the 2 count. All right, Fisher doing a good job of keeping up the action here tonight. Everyone here standing around me is on their feet. It's John Lipnick, couple of blows to the face. The crowd watching on as John Lipnick regains control of this match, gets him to the corner. Just going to straight up chuck him across the ring. Troy Colt writhing in pain. He was stitched into that camel clutch a long time, and that back's got to be damaged by this time. Go for another one. Another just toss straight to the middle of the ring, and he might be going for a third. And Troy Colt is looking kind of lifeless out here right now. Doesn't really know where he is, suffering from this. Just a third time straight to the back, and Troy Colt writhes in pains. That goes for a nice little gut kick. Ooh, goes for like a half, ooh, kind of like a pub handle, kind of slam. Hit to the back of the head of Troy Colt. 1, 2, 2.5. Now, John Lipnick just enjoying his work. And now going for that nice signature maneuver by John Lipnick, going for the count. 1, 2, 2.999, and John Lipnick thought this was over. John Lipnick wanting to get this over as soon as possible, but Troy Colt, never been a man to die easily, never been a man to give up easily. No. Mr. No Days Off, we call him that for a reason. Literally changed his contract so CMV couldn't stop him from showing up week after week, and then we're seeing, right now we're hearing why. Couple of forearms, a back elbow to the face. Oh, but John Lipnick's going to reverse into the corner, propelling Troy Colt and get out, took out the way. A nice little roundhouse kick. Now going for that another springboard European uppercut, but whoa, but John Lipnick catches him into the sweet embrace. John Lipnick catches him from the springboard European uppercut straight to the sweet embrace, and it is sinked in. Now the crowd trying to get behind their hero, trying to get behind Troy Colt, but John Lipnick is swinging wide like a rabid dog. But Troy Colt finally getting out of it. Snapmare straight to a drop kick. John Lipnick gets out. Troy Colt escaping that sweet embrace once, but who knows if he can escape it again. Now that daredevil within. Troy Colt goes for a dive, but John Lipnick's gonna catch him. Gets him up. What is he going for? Holy shit! See, I almost fell out of my seat. Okay, spilling over my W. Holy shit, Troy Colt, are you okay? Troy Colt is knocked out. Just got sending careening over the announce table as the referee begins his count. Troy Colt trying to get up, but just no avail. Look at John Lipnick leading on the count. John Lipnick seemingly okay if he gets a count out victory here. Troy Colt finally making it to his feet. Now he's actually going to catch and get inside the ring, and both of them. John Lipnick hoping that this will be over, but doesn't seem like. Seems like this match is far from over. Now they get into him, planted a bunch of strikes at each other, and the crowd is going absolute wild for these two. It's another chop from Troy Colt. Another punch from John Lipnick. These two are leaving it all out here in that ring. Another chop from Troy Colt. Another punch from John Lipnick. One after another. And Troy Colt's telling him to come on. Telling him to bring it. And John Lipnick's going to respond in kind, but he's going to eat an enziguri for his troubles. Now it's going to climb into that corner. And Troy Colt looking to do for something. Running at him, goes for a nice little clothesline. He's going to run to the corner. Maybe going for another clothesline, but John Lipnick throws him over. But Troy Colt goes back over. Nice with a back elbow. Climbing on the middle rope. And a nice little getting a back elbow straight to the back of John Lipnick. He's going to go careening out. Not working out exactly as planned for John Lipnick. But Troy Colt climbing to the top. Goes for holy shit. Careening his body straight towards John Lipnick. No care in the world. It worked. However, you gotta think John Lipnick has been working on that back time and time again. You gotta think it's absolutely hurt, and that just dives straight to the ringside. Probably didn't help either. But now Troy Colt turns around, hits a Phoenix splash straight to the back of John Lipnick. Now it's gonna go for the pin. Slides into position. 1, 2. 2.9 right there. John Lipnick is still in it. Troy Colt's wondering what he has to do, but now it's decided going for that patented 330 slam. Going for 330 slam. Is he going to hit it? Is he going to hit it? But John Lipnick sliding out of it. Goes for a kick, but Troy Colt's going to catch it. Spins him around. And this time he hits it. 330 slam. 1, 2, 3. No. 2.999. Imagine if only everyone watching at home could be here in distance, watching 50,000 people believe that Troy Colt was going to win the big one just right then and there. Now Troy Colt is livid. Troy Colt wants to end this match. A myriad of punches towards John Lipnick. Now going to the corner. Hits that. Whoa! Hits up that patented bicycle pump kick to John Lipnick's face in the corner. Now John Lipnick seemingly out, but Troy Colt hitting him, wants to get him up, and now Troy Colt's going for something, perhaps going for that patented avalanche 330 slam. Nice strike to the face. Oh no, seemingly maybe going for kind of a superplex kind of situation, but John Lipnick's going to punch him. Both of them jock for position. John Lipnick gets the hand, going for a holy shit! Oh my God, what the fuck did I just see? John Lipnick reversing whatever Troy Colt was going for, and then again, well, here's the replay, courtesy of CMV. Troy Colt going for some kind of superplex. John Lipnick reversing, going to reverse into a powerbomb, but Troy Colt gets out of it with a Hurricane Rana to the back. You should listen to this crowd. This crowd, 50,000 people in the stands. I think more going for it. This is awesome indeed. And now Troy Colt looks to kind of mock John Lipnick, but instead going for a moonsault. John Lipnick is going to reverse in kind. Now going for that DDT, that Luger landing. Shouts out to Bob Luger, wherever he is. Now John Lipnick showing Troy Cole how it's really done to be behind the people. But now I look at this, John Lipnick hitting with a people's elbow. I know right now all the people in Poland are not with it, showering this man with boos, and Troy Cole's going to kick out 2.5. This match has been on the rails since the very beginning. This crowd has been back and forth. Troy Cole now going onto the apron. John Lipnick trying to get some kind of offense more, but Troy Cole going to the shoulder check him straight to the gut. Goes for the top rope, maybe going for a meteor or something like that. But John Lipnick running at him. Hits him with a superplex, but no, he's not done. Brings him up into a suplex position, but straight to a rear naked choke on the ground. Gets him into a rear naked choke on the ground. Troy Cole is grasping at the arm, but John Lipnick is holding on fast and strong. This crowd trying to get behind Troy Cole, trying to get behind Mr. No Days Off himself, the Iron Man of CMV, but it doesn't look like it's working. John Lipnick absolutely cutting off the air, cutting off the oxygen to get to the brain of Troy Cole. Once this is overdone, wants to put him into a nice slumber and walk out of Ascendance 12, still undisputed champion, but Troy Cole not going to let that happen. A bunch of back elbows, 1, 2, and a 3. They both get up, and now Troy Cole hits him with a flying forearm and a kip up. Nice little atomic drop and going for that patented body slam inspiration by HBK, but John Lipnick going to get out of it and sweep the leg from under him. John Lipnick getting a bunch of his offense back in, now going to put him into the corner. And now, look at John Lipnick saying, this is it. I'm going to take you out back and like Kale Bell just take you over. Taking the back of the shed. Now look at that, John Lipnick's dancing. No one's liking it, but Troy Cole goes for that maneuver, but flips out of it, gets it back up into a spinning power bomb on John Lipnick. 1, 2. Only a 2.5. I thought that was it, folks. I genuinely thought that was it. Now, but no time to waste. Hits him with that patented exploder suplex on behalf of Troy Cole. And now John Lipnick stampers up onto his knee. Troy Cole with an Irish whip, Irish whip to the corner, but John Lipnick back to him over the back, and now hits him with a sweet embrace again. Hits him with a sweet embrace and sinked in. Troy Cole, but no, Troy Cole this time learning has to get out of it immediately. Cannot let that sink in. Hits the corner, nice with that bicycle super kick. But John Lipnick stays up, maybe going for it again, but this time John Lipnick hits his own version. Now John Lipnick's hyped up, beating his chest, saying, come on. John Lipnick going for the BT, going for that maneuver, but going to get out of it. Troy Cole hits him, rolls him up. 1, 2. 2.9. Oh my God, I'm getting lightheaded. Got to drink my W, but there's no time. Troy Cole hit him with a corner, hits him with a high knee, into a clothesline. Shouts out Andrew Briggs, the man who truly started it all. Going for the pin, but only going to get 2.5. That move not doing it, but you got to know that moment means something to Troy Cole. Holy shit, chants and deeds. Again with this bicycle super kick, but not working. John Lipnick hitting a version of his own. These two back and forth. Reversal after reversal. None of these pin counts can get the fall. None of these pinfall can prove to be the one to here again. Look at this with the Andrew Briggs inspired high knee to a clothesline, but not getting the job done. This match has been on, dialed up to 100 since the beginning. There's not been a moment of it slowing down. And now Troy Cole absolutely losing his mind. He doesn't know what he has to do to put down the cult classic in John Lipnick. John Lipnick stammering up, and now they both stare at each other once again. Staring at each other. They both know what this means. They both know what is at stake, and now going to hit it. Troy Cole with a forearm. Now John Lipnick with a forearm. Back and forth, Troy Cole. John Lipnick. Back and forth. This crowd is on their feet. This is the best action all night. Best match of the year. But now kick to the gut. Drop down with a nice chop to the face. Troy Cole going for that 330 slam. He's going to hit it. But no, John Lipnick mid-transition punching Troy Cole straight on the forehead. Kick to the gut. BFT! Hits it on Troy Cole. Flush. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Are you serious? These guys here are putting it all on the line, but John Lipnick not gonna. Jesus Christ, grabbing him by his throat, just chucking him into the corner. Now John Lipnick, getting tired of this entirely, gonna drag him up and put him into the corner. Now going for some kind of maneuver. I'm not really familiar with anything John Lipnick does in this situation. Maybe going for some kind of back suplex maneuver, but Troy Cole's gonna slide under it, puts him straight on his ass onto the top turnbuckle. Now wait a minute, Troy Cole has him into position. Avalanche 330 slam. Goes straight for the pin. That's got to be it, guys. It's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. In all of my days of commentating, I thought that was it. I would have bet so much money on that being it. But now Troy Colt battering him, but going to no effect. John Lipnick eating those punches when Troy Colt again and again. John Lipnick telling him to his face, I'm not the guy who injured you, but it doesn't matter because now you're in a ring with me. Punch after punch after punch. Goes for a big boot, but Troy Cole's ducking under. Now a bunch of kicks to the abdomen from Troy Colt, but goes for a punch, but John Lipnick gonna weave out of the way. Knee strike to the corner, straight to a big boot to the side of Troy Colt, but now Troy Colt, a bunch of strikes himself. Now John Lipnick, a bunch of strikes himself too. Discus goes for a discus clothesline, but Troy Colt's going to interrupt. John Lipnick interrupts. These two are firing on all cylinders here. And now John Lipnick telling them to bring it on. Telling him to bring it on, that this is the show. Show me what you got. Show me who you are. And it's a nice chop straight to the chest. But, oh, my God. That chop from John Lipnick rigging across the arena. Another chop goes for John Lipnick straight to his chest. But another one straight to the chest of Troy Colt and sings him straight into the ropes. But now Troy Colt, kick to the gut, kick to the face. Going for some kind of maneuver. John Lipnick reverses, but no. Troy Colt gets him on the fireman's carry. Puts him on his feet. John Lipnick's going to reverse that, spins him around, goes for the BFT, but Troy Colt reverses. John Lipnick trying to run at him, but Troy Colt getting him onto the apron. Now it's kind of dangerous out here, folks. But he hits a BFT. Holy fucking shit. John Lipnick just hit him with Troy Colt with the BFT onto the apron, and Troy Colt's busted open. Blood is trickling down from the forehead of the Mr. No Days Off himself. And look at John Lipnick happy with his dirty work, going to take a leisure way out. The referee at a count of 5. Now Troy Colt, no life seen. And now is this really going to be the end of Ascendance 12, the main event? But no, Troy Colt's getting up. Troy Colt's getting to his feet. He's still dazed, but John Lipnick smiling to himself. John Lipnick stands up. Troy Colt makes it back in the ring. Wait, Troy Colt running straight at him. Kick to the strike, break it. Oh my God, shouts out to Blake Virtue, a double knee, a code breaker straight to John Lipnick from the corner. And now he's not going to be going for that 330 slam. No, wait, what is he? Wait, is he going to hit it? Jackpot! Shouts out to Cam Harris. 1, 2. Only 2.5. Troy Colt digging into the vault with that one. Taking inspiration from the people he grew up with, Blake Virtue and Cam Harris. None of getting the job done, but look at that again. That BFT straight to the apron, but Troy Colt makes it back. Hits that patented code breaker from Blake Virtue. Hits that jackpot from Cam Harris. But none of it getting the job done. Now, Troy Colt's done with this. Troy Colt going back to the top, maybe going for a frog splash. No, he's going to turn around. Goes for the Phoenix splash, but John Lipnick gets out the way. John Lipnick runs at him, but Troy Colt hits him with a high knee. Gets him back onto the shoulders. Is he going for that? Going for that roundhouse kick again, but John Lipnick is going to reverse. Swings around, and Troy Colt tries to get him off him, slam to the ground, but no, but that reverse, John Lipnick reverses, gets him into another rear naked choke. Near the center of the ring, nowhere to go, and now John Lipnick is stretching the neck of Troy Colt. And then now Troy Colt trying to fight out the way, but now, oh my God. Troy Colt, I don't even... Referee, you might have to end this match. Troy Colt is absolutely dazed. He is... I don't think he's barely moving. He's barely fighting. The crowd trying to wake... Troy Colt might have passed out. I can't tell. Troy Colt is absolutely just down and out the count. But wait a minute. Oh, but he gets out with the help of the crowd. Absolutely reverses it into a pinfall. 1, 2. Oh my God, only gets a 2 count. Both of them at their feet. Now, Troy Colt running. Troy the coastline reverses, running again through. Springboard moonsault. Holy shit. Springboard moonsault straight into a tornado DDT onto John Lipnick, and John Lipnick goes spilling to the ringside. Troy Colt not going to let this moment up. Gets him onto the corner. Now try and go for that corner post, but no, instead John Lipnick gets out the way and slams him head first straight to the steel. Now John Lipnick sees his earlier artistry in the announce table. Now going to put Troy Colt through with a power bomb. I gotta get the fuck out the way. Troy Colt fighting out. Slams John Lipnick into an announce table. Turns him around. And he's gonna, holy shit! 330 slam through the announce table, but Troy Colt doesn't have time to admire his work. Referee's at a count of 9. And is he gonna get back in time? He does. Gets John Lipnick and slayed out to the ring, and now the crowd is on their feet. Troy Colt slams him. He gets it, 330 slam, but the show shows the main event. Troy Colt passes out arm over the chest of John Lipnick. 1, 2, 3. And ladies and gentlemen, I have the privilege of announcing that your new undisputed champion of the world, Troy Colt. A long and hard fought battle, blood, sweat, and tears, but finally, after 2 years since his last world title, Troy Colt is right at the wrongs, and he walks out of Ascendance 12 as your undisputed champion. Thank you, everybody. It's been a blast to commentate this, but this won't be the last you'll hear of my voice. But as of right now, there's nothing else to say, but congratulations to Troy Colt, and I will see the rest of you later.